You mean
Not the V word, no!
I can't believe they're actually going to ban people for that.
How does the multi-stream work? Like, is there a link or?
So I make a link on a website called Multi-Twitch, and it just makes a channel for all the streams to go up at once.
Huh.
And well, URL, excuse me. And that's how people watch commentator POVs as well as your ground POVs at the same time.
Yeah, do not watch.
Pretty sick.
Do not use it though on a phone, or you will be, especially if you're in a data plan.
Hey guys, if you're not already on the server, get on it.
We have not received the password yet.
Yeah,
You
we
have.
RSVP'd.
What's the
Still
password?
the password.
What's the password?
Okay, one
What?
thing here,
So,
don't say it
what's
out
the
loud.
password?
Don't say it out loud, there are people streaming.
Oh, I'm so
A
sorry.
music thing is, the
typed it.
community I play with on occasion actually uses "What's the password"
like,
as
you
the
shouldn't be in
actual
the
password.
opposite
Hey,
room
It's
until
really
you
set
funny.
that back in the channel. I'll narrow it down.
What is a 1240?
It's also
Hey, Strack.
Well, it's like with an M2.
Stop.
I see
Told
that.
the people that need to for the password, the new guys.
Alright, chat, how are you guys doing?
Before they came down here.
We're just chilling at this point.
Yeah, I'm talking inside of our unit, so they might not have heard because they were AFK. Thank you for
So
your
we
concern.
will we'll stream. Oh god, someone's
The
mic.
1240 is the Oshkosh.
I got a surprise for you for NA round 3 though.
Can we have a discussion
MRAP. It's
to
an
like?
MRAP.
Can we have a discussion to just say like MRAP or like Humvee? And because that's what I
No.
put, and I feel like it's so much easier for people to understand.
It might be.
Who the
It's not
fuck
here.
knows what
We were taking that discussion.
Yeah, I usually like to put a Humvee, that sort of thing.
We're at
Yeah,
130
it's
players
like-
now on
yeah.
TeamSpeak, but
It should be easier.
I still think the limit's at 124.
guys, if you don't call it in 1240, you're not
You know
doing it
where you
right.
can bring it up.
What is that voice?
I like to hurt Americans by saying the M1 Garand was created by a French Canadian.
It was,
Lies.
but he gave
It's
it
not-
to us.
it's not true.
Not you.
You're lying.
No, I'm not lying. It was.
It's lies.
It's lies.
Lies.
He's
Lies.
He's
Bullshit.
anti-American.
Kai,
Alright, we're gonna mute them for a hot second, because that's that was interesting to listen to. But yeah, we're gonna stream all 3 ops. We're then going to do some mission development. And yeah, I mean, I'll stream till I drop. So let me list the docket here of ops I gotta build. Public op, T3, Vietnam with hardcore medical. Oh right, I have to go and make the hardcore medical change to the mission. Mandalorian Ace Overhaul, I'm not going to stream that because that's going to be me just going through the settings and cussing a lot. The Stargate Op, Russian Campaign Phase 1 I got to finalize, though I'm not going to stream that because I don't want to show you the positions of the units. I built all the vehicles, but I want to build some of the infantry, or at least pre-build them. I got to go over Mandalorian documentation, but that's again something I don't stream. Fopovo Phase 5 for Wednesday. The what happens when we don't ping Andy op for a day. That's going to be fun. I get to get into the Command & Conquer mod. PA number 2 on Malden 2035 for Thursday. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that yet, but I do know the things they want me to add, because they got both things while I was hammered and fucking with them. A TSB 40k Hive City operation. The Necrons and Drop Pods, I already touched on that. The Motorcycle Mushadin op I gotta bring up, and then 2 additional TSB ops. 1, DBO Horses 2 Electric Boogaloo. If some of you remember that stream from a year ago, where we basically recreated that one Call of Duty mission of the Mushadin with the CIA working against the Russians, and I think Black Ops 2. We're gonna build another op like that. Horses versus MI-24 is gonna be great, and then another TSB Fob Builders op. Or it's gonna be a TSB town building op, and we'll get to that. So yeah, that is the list. Alright, they're posting numbers now. I'm going to go ahead and unmute the channel.
I'm
just going to say right now that posting numbers right now when Anderson is not in the channel is not useful because you won't see them when you do.
Never mind. Anderson's not even here. Anderson's the guy that runs the NA branch of Friday Night Fights. Dingo is the guy that runs the EU branch of Friday Night Fights. So I'm assuming I'm going to at least open the channels here to Nemesis and Barbarian because they're going to want the multis. So where is Nemesis? There he is. Go ahead, post that there, and then let me find Barbarian and post that to him. And that's obviously going to change because more people are going to give me their multis. So, or excuse me, their Twitch URLs for the multi. So I'll get there when I get there. Anyway, other things on the docket. I'm going to try to get the 7 Days to Die server in TSB reset because it's kind of died off because everyone got bored of it because we, reached the end game again. I'm going to try to make it harder as well, so we'll stream some of that since some people seem to want to see it. And again, this month is going to be me trying to get through my front log here, so expect a massive amount of development streams. And then maybe some days where I don't do anything because I will be focusing on rebuilding my video front log. And... what? Oh, all the little tidy up things that I've been meaning to do for the past year anyway. So, fun. Fun. You will never see me on an Altus Life server or a Kin to the Hill server. I will also say that based off of what I'm reading in chat right now. I've also been looking into other games to diversify in, but for now I need to focus on Arma, because Arma is my favorite. God, my voice is dying. God damn it, Yash. Explain what FNF is for him. For who? What FNF is? Friday Night Fights. It is a weekly occurrence on Friday where over 100 people come in and have 3 rounds of 1 life PvP. The rounds themselves can consist of sector clearing, terminal hacking, ammo cache destruction, capture the flag, whatever mission makers that submit missions decide to do. And there can be pure infantry, or it can have vehicles, helicopters as well. They also have a secondary match on Tuesdays that they call Tuesday Night Tanks, which is just mass vehicle utilization on both sides. But rounds are 50 minutes for Friday Night Fights, and we go for as long as it is. Gosh, can't even English now. Hooray! How do you join? I am not allowed to tell you because they're at capacity, and until I get to go ahead again, I can't publicly talk about it. But if you dig up older videos on the YouTube channel, you can find out how. But you didn't hear that from me. Yes, all of these will go to YouTube. They are the third upload. How uploads work on YouTube is I try to do a highlight, then a Zeus op, then a PvP op from Friday Night Fights or OFCRA, which is a different community that does a single op on Thursdays, where they have 1 round that lasts 2 hours, and they are a lot more liberal on the vehicle use. I'm going to go ahead and unmute myself again. Let's see if they're...
Please make sure that you and your community
that is Anderson speaking.
Well-versed within the rules. I will say at the end of last year, the staff came together, had a very long talk at the image of our brand, and we have rolled out several new rules and policies in an effort to shape the brand in the light that we want to have it. If you all have been...
No, Nemesis, I want you to be at round 3.
The Discord, you will have seen a lot more staff presence and a lot more comments by staff. This is purposeful. Please make sure that you are familiar with the rules because we are monitoring them pretty strongly, and we're pretty much zero tolerance at this point in time. If a staff member asks you to do something, we kindly ask that you comply, or we will have to ask you to leave the event. And we don't want to disclude anybody, but at the end of the day, it's a responsibility for making the event fun for a bulk of the players and not for the select few. Alrighty. So if communities can go ahead and start
every Friday
me their numbers. I know the first come first served communities might be a little wonky, and we do still have several slots open. I'm sure they will be filtering in as we go. I'll start documenting this down and we can get started. If you
Centaur communities, or are they Centaur?
Individual players are Centaur. Who's asking?
It's Upsy. We went to EU, and now we have a bunch of people going.
Yeah, that's fine. If you are a normal community, then go ahead and give me your community numbers. If you are a true individual player, just hold off and I'll call you when you're coming in.
Naps, you want to roll with us, right? Good talk.
Yes.
Yes,
okay.
yes, they do.
Awesome.
What's the password for the server?
Don't say that. You got it.
Password?
You already got it.
Oh.
Don't say it out loud. It'll be posted.
Night Owl.
Speak.
It's
Let me see.
What is the password?
Me.
Help.
I don't know.
Yo, I literally stop. Just stop talking.
Staff is talking right now.
Oh boy.
All right. Are those all the group numbers? If you haven't posted group numbers, make sure I get them because we're going to be slotting everybody up here shortly.
Are people still joining? Because there's still a few empty slots.
Yeah, people are still joining.
Yeah, I can't figure it out.
They're running Arma on floppy disks.
I'm running Arma on a broken laptop.
I think I got the wrong server.
It's not even a joke. I actually am running Arma off a broken laptop.
Well, it's one strong broken laptop.
It's actually not. He has like one frame.
I find it hilarious.
Isn't
it?
All right, let's start getting the slots down. Let's start the new year strong. Let's go ahead and get that Tau Scandy combo on Blue 4.
Alright.
Oh, hell. UPSC, I didn't write down your number. What was your number? You can say it. 10, thank you. Let me get UPSE on Op4. Let's get Task Force 121 on Blue 4. Second MRB slot on Op4. You can join the Bravo squad.
There, if you want to see him slot in. I'm fine. My voice is fine.
Let me get
What's up,
CSC on Blue 4. Let's get our SOG group
Lies and
on
Deception.
Blue 4.
CSC same squad.
29th. Let's get you all on Op 4. BPL, Blue 4.
Bravo.
Nest.
Let's go Delta.
Let's get UDS on Op 4.
29th Delta.
Myrmidon Legion, Blue 4. Arma Addicts, Blue 4.
Echo ML.
Staff, how many individual players are there in the channel right now?
Here, I'm coming in.
If one of the staff members could count them out for me and just throw me that number, I'd appreciate it.
Did Zeus get slotted?
No, Zeus's number slot. There are 17 individual players. Okay.
Oh dear.
We are going to put Zeus Community.
Yeah, Dingo, my apparently my voice is giving out, so
Chad.
Dingo shush. There's no stream sniping here.
4. The
Connect and reconnect. Sorry.
The individual players go Op 4. Let me get 1 RW on Blue 4. Is that all of our community slotted?
No, sir.
What community is waiting?
Slots, please. That's fine.
I'm trying to get on. I've got the wrong service somehow.
We are on the NA server. We are.
Is he still up?
I think so.
Yes.
I'm gonna change up the music.
All
Where
right,
the
if your
hell?
community has not been slotted, let me get you to slot on Blue 4.
Wheaton, where are you at? Changing the track.
And then this Alpha 2 section on Op 4, let me have you all go to Blue 4 for me. That'll be Night Owl, Misu, and Pronix, and
trying to build a
Snow Owl,
numbers
when you come in,
advantage.
we'll go Blue 4 as well.
Blue 4, copy.
Husky, thanks for the host, my man.
Alrighty,
Always
and
appreciate it.
can I get a volunteer to take Op 4 company lead?
I volunteer.
Have you company led before?
Nope.
Hang on a sec. Got any of our experienced company leaders?
I could do it.
You on Blue 4, Night Owl.
You sons of bitches.
Just have some XO go with them.
No, Yash, I'll be okay. I can just move it a bit closer.
I'll take it.
It's A-okay.
Later.
Indigo gun.
If I notice my my voice really go out, though, I will put it up. I can still speak loudly. Kinda, sorta.
Alright.
Maybe.
Alright, let's get this started. Dust Eyes, 60 seconds, get your company together.
Low-key, I'm actually terrified right now
Second
because my
platoon leader,
voice...
Please, before I volunteer somebody.
I don't like when my voice gets weak.
And vehicles are looking good. Everybody make sure you have squad leaders, or at least team leaders. Let's see. We have a second platoon leader. Thank you very much. Let me go through it one more time. We're good.
Alright, Indigo, let's get your company together.
I need a second platoon lead. Maybe someone from the 29th can grab it.
Wow, thanks, Yash, for the
were
advice.
you it, and then you went to company?
Fine.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
I'm just gonna forget to adjust it later, so that's okay. We'll make it work.
Yeah. Rob, Drake, someone slot up. I'll take that.
All right, Indigo Fox versus Dust Eyes. Dusties.
Oh, Nielsen, you want it? That works. All right, someone take team lead.
Yeah, I am good otherwise.
Alrighty, let's kick her to map screen. And just one final reminder, there were several rule changes, so please make sure that you're familiar with them. And those of you that are on the Discord, you will have noticed that there is a new prompt for you as you join in to see the whole Discord. You do need to read and mark that you have read that rule set as well. Just a general way to keep our community informed so that you're aware and that we're aware that you're aware. Nice little cycle of accountability we should have going. And as soon as we get into this mission, we can start our brief, maybe give it a few seconds while you all join.
Anderson. That's a big AO.
Does the rule thing in Discord, is that the one that's updated, or is there a different list?
There's two rule lists. There's the one that's on Discord that covers primarily the Discord rules, and then there's the document that covers the entire event as a whole, in-game and whatnot.
Is that link also in the Discord?
Should be. All right, what is our brief, Montgomery?
So just the normal rush game mode. Terminals must be taking sequentially.
There goes his mic.
All right, any questions from our company leaders? All right, fantastic.
Good.
This is...
All right, I'm jumping back upstairs. I'm going to quickly change my name back to LCPL Liru. And Barb will be joining me in just a moment to talk about the AO, and I'll tell him about all the new changes. And again, thank you for joining me. Hey, Barb, how you doing?
Good. Trying to go ahead and get a nice buzz going with this wine.
Of course you are. All right, so let me tell you about some of the new changes for Friday Night Fights that are well, new. So, marksmen have been moved. You're going to notice a new symbol on your prompt. It's the X right under command. That represents a group called X-Ray. They're only allowed to use it if they have 3 people in there. And it is basically a team leader, a marksman, a medic, and a, I think, grenadier. So now that's the only place where you can have a marksman scope, but they added a, instead of an MOS, there's some other scopes you can take as well that have longer ranges. Another change was if there are any AOs that add custom buildings, they have to be marked on the map through the rectangles or ellipses in the map marker section, you know, the custom shade areas, to show both sides the layout of those structures. And I believe those are the 2 major ones. I can't recall any others on the top of my head, but just so you know when you see that new group. Otherwise, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Still a little miffed I wasn't able to join you for EU. I was really looking forward to it, but...
That's okay. How was football?
It was Bama versus Notre Dame. What do you think?
So, Alabama obviously won.
Yeah, by like 4 touchdowns. Last night.
Now, my father...
yeah, they led the entire game.
Yeah, my father is from Alabama State. Born in there, and he went to Alabama University, so he always likes playing the watching the college football games. So,
of course he does. It's like following the Yankees or following the Patriots.
Yeah.
Of course he's a fan if they win all the goddamn time, but I digress.
Banjo music starts.
It looks like for this we have some. I wouldn't call it basic so much, but kind of. What
no, you can call it basic. It's a standard Op4 versus Blue 4 round there. Lolo getting kicked off. People were making fun of the fact that he had like a 500 pain in the menu there, so I hope he's able to get back on. But you know, Blue 4 versus Op4, 556 versus 545. Pretty much a mirror match of gear. M72As for AT versus what I would assume is the RPG 26. And the only difference is the machine guns, you know, PKMs versus 249 Bravos. The SVD having a 10-round magazine compared to the Mark 11 with a 20-round magazine. But otherwise, vehicles-wise, Op4 getting that BTR-80 and a bunch of transport Vics that are not... they are all soft skin, so they're easy to penetrate. Meanwhile, Blue 4, let me actually look at their vehicles here because I don't have all the designations memorized yet because I'm not that much of a pleb, but we have an armed MRAP, we have an armed Humvee, and then just some transport Humvees, and then the transport trucks that are up-armored and they can take a few hits. So that is nice to see. We'll see how Blue 4 divides, but yep, go ahead.
Actually, no. Those transports that have the wide windows, those are the relatively unarmored ones.
Are they?
I think the cabin does have some more plating than, say, the unarmored Humvees, but yeah, those wide open windows mean that it's like anything could shoot through those pretty easily.
Gotcha. All right, and then I see Carl Gustav, also known as a Maz, on Blue 4 for the recoilless rifle mat gun, and Op 4 I will assume has the RPG 32. If I can find it. Just Charlie 2's AT weapon. Yeah, there it is. All right, so that is being handled by Stuart, who I have seen take AT in the past. He's pretty decent with it. And V. Reznov, also, I've seen in the past pretty decent with that AT weapon. But otherwise, let's... Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, Victor Reznov also has a Carl Gustav. I don't know if there's 2 on the field, but I just...
there's only one. There's still only 1 each on the Charlie 2 sections.
Gotcha.
But otherwise, let's look at these AOs. So, Terminal 1 in a fully enterable building on the 2nd story. That is gonna be a little bit of a shoot house to defend and utilize. But Blue 4, again, having the numbers advantage to kind of nullify that. But a pretty nice AO all around. One issue with it, though, is the forest kind of encircling it. Blue 4 can get on the edge of the forest and go in and have some good cover and concealment to get into the AO. But there are a few open fields that Op 4 will try to set up good bases of fire with. Hopefully with their machine gunners and BTR if they choose. But I would definitely see Blue 4 coming in from the west. Make sure you hit page up, by the way, to increase your render distance. But that or possibly from the north, but again, you have a lot of open areas here that Op 4 can easily make into kill zones. What do you think about AO2, though? Noah, thanks for the 11-month resub.
AO1,
hope you keep enjoying the ops.
I actually
Hope staying safe on COVID.
The
Hope
western
get a kick out of
side
this.
is probably the best way to come through for the attacking force, but everywhere else there's big gaps between before you get to that forest that does encircle the first terminal. So I think the west one is going to be the best way to approach this from the western vector, but I don't know exactly if there's a perfect angle to
unfortunately no,
it seems to me that this would be perfect. They could use some smoke and try and push up it through concealment, but I think they're going to get spotted moving into this AO, assuming that Red 4 actually moves up and garrisons this. But on to Terminal 2, the town.
Well, I mean, a real quick point, this is a rush attack, which means that Blue 4 does have to take the terminals in order, so they will be forced to come to this AO first, even though we see from time and time again that they will split off their force and try to backcap to just wait for the other team to get it done, which usually they don't. They just get stuck there like dum-dums, but that's besides the point. I do agree the west would probably be like your only good approach, but I have seen Crazy Thunder runs in FNF, you have too, and I'm sure Blue 4 will do something stupid to shock us, as usual. But otherwise, AO2, go ahead, take it away.
Absolutely. So this is where the Red 4 players have spawned, up here on the northeastern corner. But this is a slightly larger town. We've seen this place used before with some extra custom compositions and layouts. And
turn the music down slightly.
The AO, or the actual, I should say the compound for this terminal, we've seen this used before. It's a little junkyard with a lot of verticality and a lot of tight spaces, which is always nice to see. Have some nice CQB battles in this little very confined area, but again, getting there is going to be difficult. It does have forests kind of stretching out, especially on the northeastern side of it, but everywhere else, and even that northeastern side, there's big old open fields that they're going to have to Blue 4 is going to have to cross before they even get to this town, and then they still got to fight down south past the first layer, that northern kind of side of town, just to get to the junkyard. They do know exactly where it is, as opposed to, say, the cache objectives, search and destroy, where they're given an area, so they know that this is exactly where it is. So they'll be able to plan around that a bit, but what's going to be interesting for me to see is if Red 4 leave any of these vehicles behind, Blue 4 will be able to reuse them and possibly move from Terminal 2 to Terminal 3 a bit quicker, because they won't have to go potentially they wouldn't have to go as far for their to get back to some transport.
No, I agree.
That also does leave the possibility of combat engineers leaving some satchel charges on the vehicles that they leave behind. I could see just a nice little satchel placed underneath the truck and just blowing that once they see it go up. See the terminal start to get hacked or something. I can see that happening, but sorry I interrupted you.
No, you're good, you're good. It was good professional opinion there. I would say the only really good way to come into this AO is from the east, because that's where you have a decent chunk of forest coming in. You could also do it from the northeast, even though there is a gap in the line coming in. But everywhere else is just too open. But we might see some sneak arounds from the southwestern side of the small pond, and then units trickle in, because this AO size... it would take half of Op4 to properly, fortify it around. I doubt they're going to spend all that manpower to cover this one objective, but we'll see. By the way, I was tabbing out because Anderson added his POV to the multi, so I linked that to you and Nem, because I know they like to watch the multis. But otherwise, Blue 4 is going to have to be really conservative about their vehicles, because look at all this open space compared to Terminal Sites 1 and 2. They will have to do some repositioning with those Vics, because if they were to go on foot, take Terminal 1, and then exit out of the west, they then have this massive open area that they'll have to push into. And these AOs, even though they're somewhat close together, they're still spaced out enough where for 50 minutes... it's going to be tough to hit all three of these AOs on foot while fighting resistance. That's another change, by the way. You are now no longer allowed to go past the 50-minute round limit, with very special exceptions to be made. But otherwise, it's going to stay 50-minute rounds.
And that's with that 15-minute warning that we normally see, correct?
Yeah, so 50-minute rounds after safe start, so technically up to an hour and 5 minutes. Exceptions would be made for, if you remember that they replaced round 2 and 3 with a super round 2 with respawns on Chernarus from like forever ago back in August. That would be one of those exceptions.
They're just going to be stricter about when they actually call overtime, I guess.
No. So you know how some people would sometimes take it like over 50-minute rounds?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean.
Sometimes even under. Yeah.
No, it's 50 minutes. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Forehead.
Yeah, but we've had some rounds that went kind of quick, remember?
No. They are capping it at 50 minutes.
Oh, they're capping it.
So overtime is still possible, but the official designated time is going to be capped at 50 minutes, which is the normal round, but they're making that official. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Forehead.
I gotcha.
Okay.
It's okay. You know I'm thick. I got a thick old skull.
I don't want to say anything. Anyway, let's look at AO3. Right. AO3 actually looks to be the best AO in my opinion. Because it's a really tight area itself right here. And there's open fields all around. So if Op4 were to just pull good security here, they could deny anything coming into this AO. So, I mean, based off of that alone, I would definitely have half my force on Terminal 3 just ready to go, and then spend the other 2 AOs with the other half of my force just harassing. Now, what are your thoughts on Terminal 3?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you as far as it having probably the widest expanse of field surrounding it, so definitely good for Red Fort to defend here. The fact that the terminal is on the eastern side and very close to that MSR means that any kind of garrison on the western or northwestern side of Schliekau wouldn't be so effective. You're gonna have to very concentrate around this terminal pretty heavily, and that would I think very severely limit their effectiveness and able to defend. I think Terminal 2 is going to be better than this just for the sake of they can hold a wider defense on the northern side of town and kind of stagger, the firing retreat and just withdraw further back and further back through the buildings, through the trees, and until they get to the AO itself. Now, something that we could see if they wanted to go that route is have just pretty much a small scouting force for Terminal 1 and Terminal 2 just to harass and kind of burn the clock. And then, maybe have them build up everything else by Terminal 3, but we'll have to see what they do as they're starting to move out, actually, with that BTR leading itself down the road.
So, Op4 doesn't really have any armed vehicles except for the BTR-80, but the BTR-80 isn't really that maneuverable. If I was Op4, my defensive policy would be to try to put the BTR or a squad of infantry to hold the MSR that goes east to west just before they get into the forested areas, because I would be able to try to predict that Blue 4 would go along that route, because if they can use that BTR to catch a truck of people out of position and kill them, that would be really advantageous for the defending faction to, get an early hit on the attacking faction's force to nullify that numbers advantage. But a BTR-80 is really hard to do that because of its lessened maneuverability. But if I was Blue 4, I would definitely focus on having my vehicles that are armed to lead the convoy going in. And for this AO, I'd probably do an all eggs in one basket approach. If not, have a vehicle or two ready to just thunder run some infantry at a different angle. But Roche is really restricted when it comes to these types of AOs because there's going to be open fields in some of them and no good way to get in. So you will have to restrict yourself and risk thunder runs with vehicle overwatch. Because the 250 cal Vics with, just suppressing fire to kind of cover your thunder run is your best bet here. But I don't know. Like, Terminals 1 and 2, I can see how Blue 4 are going to hit those. Terminal 3 is going to be the wild card here, but it looks like Op 4 is focusing on putting a lot of forces in the forest that will lead to Terminal 1. But no actual Terminal 1 defense. They're going to focus on Terminal 2, but nothing on Terminal 3, and I don't think that's the best strategy. But we'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, it looks like we're having a couple people. I see a PKM kind of buddy team with Flux and Novix over there far in the northwest, like you said, and again some more reinforcements. Actually, like a That's like 17. That's like that's 20 people up there with those UAZs and gas trucks up there. I don't know why they're.
There goes the mission.
A solid kilometer away from Terminal 1, which is a very interesting call. But maybe they're just trying to hold a flank, expecting some kind of maneuver through those woods. It's kind of a bit of a Hail Mary in my opinion, but we'll see what happens. We also have that X-ray team off in the northeast of Terminal 1, so they're also going to be just kind of maybe running harassment and doing something in
yes, they have to do the terminals in order.
Trying to just burn that clock, but yeah, very almost like a lure them in approach for this terminal, but that doesn't quite entirely make sense because both teams are a good kilometer away from it. I don't know.
All right, so as you mentioned, we've got some Blue 4 cars going on the wide flanks and then a large Blue 4 convoy here, but it looks like they are going to the west because they're going to go on that western route on the forest to get into Terminal 1. Op 4, I don't really get this counterattack they deployed here. I think knowing that the forest is going to be heavily utilized to get into Terminal 1 here, they're trying to be very progressive in defending it so Blue 4 can't get in, but it leaves a massive hole here in the defense line. Because if Blue 4, for example, goes closer, to the northeast of this Op 4 defense line, they can A, bypass it, and B, Op 4 committing literally, that's almost half of their force. Really close, like about 45% of their guys to a random force instead of the actual objectives. It's really risky. Because if Blue 4 doesn't commit to the obvious choice vector here and instead they thunder run, I mean, they're going to completely bypass a lot of that infantry. Now, it is important to note that a common trend in FNF is once players get entrenched and they start their attack, they slow down in movement. And that's why you see Scandi Recon that does these wide flanks. They're the most notorious group in Friday Night Fights by doing those wide flanks, but they're always able to catch up to players because the attacking force almost always slows down. Momentum just slowly peters off. So when you have a massive force like this, if the Blue 4 force gets Terminal 1, bypasses this massive attack line here, and then starts attacking Terminal 2, you will see this massive Op 4 force remount, or even on foot, go and attack Blue 4 on the rear. And almost always when the attacking force gets sandwiched between a defensive garrison and a large force, they get wiped. They almost always lose because usually the attacking force splits off into two pincers and tries attacking the garrison from two different sides. And the one attack wave, counterattack wave from the defending faction is usually able to then pick apart one pincer and then pick apart the other one because of numbers advantage. So we'll have to see how things go here. But it looks like Blue 4 is committing units to the direct north of Terminal 1. But we could still see a pincer break off here.
Coming within 2 kilometers now is, that vanguard force of Blue 4 guys in Humvees, just kind of driving through these dirt roads now through the forest. Starting to see, these trucks now pulling off southeast, so they may go through this big forest on the northern end and just kind of maybe dismount and walk up, get as close as they can with the VIX, and then do that. We'll see, but if they follow on this route, they're gonna, I can't see them really coming into contact with much. Maybe some pot shots from the forest, which would slow them down, and they can think, oh, they got enfilade fire, flanking fire from, maybe the west or east to support a garrison at the terminal area. But if they don't, and they're just able to walk in pretty uncontested, then that's that one terminal down, and like you said, a good 40% of the Op 4 force.
Amazing.
Just out of position just digging around in a forest.
So Blue 4 to the north of the town of Yarlitz at 144728. We have a squad that's dismounted because they hit a bush and took some injuries, and their front wheel is busted. So they're replacing that.
A bush.
They hit something. I honestly don't know what, but
That's fair.
They might have bumper carred with another truck because this community loves to play bumper cars.
Yeah, there's another truck up there, the PFC Jeff's truck with Destai standing on. I'm seeing some blood there, so maybe, one truck bumped another, and that would make sense, because it hasn't been since, I think it was Kujari that had the car concrete bushes, and I don't think this
Your
map
mic's
has that
dying.
problem. I'm looking to get a new one. I'm sorry.
It's
So
okay.
you talking about like internet or like just?
It's making buzzing sounds. It sounds like you censored the word cock when you were talking, which I thought was pretty funny. But yeah, that's a very interesting point, Barb. Thank you for that.
Yes. And now we have Death 2 disconnecting.
So I'm checking the roster here. Oh, I might have found the reason that car blew up. There are parts of Alpha 1 in a smoking vehicle, and Nightshade and Greenshade are dead.
The two shades.
So that was funny. I mean, there was in round 2 of EU, there was a bumper car thing that blew up 3 vehicles and killed 3 people.
Jesus.
At spawn, because people like to play bumper cars in this community, and I don't know why they keep doing it, but they keep doing it. So Green Force still has a numbers advantage. They were up like 6 or 7 players. Now they're only up about 5, but it's still the number advantage nonetheless. But usually what happens is if whichever side has units killed off earlier, usually loses. So
yeah,
it'll come down to the PvP, but
Blue 4 already whittling down their numbers advantage is not what they want, because they're not taking anything in return for it. It's just free kills for Red 4 in a way.
So Op 4 have good lines right here, but notice how X-Ray pulled off to the right and is now watching the Overwatch angle from Roche. And then you have Chupless and Montgomery watching north, slight northeast. But they don't really have any good lines to the direct north from Terminal 1, and yet Blue 4 is completely deploying on the northern flank. So we're probably...
I think it has to be a miscommunication, because it's just... There's no... Like, it doesn't make sense. There's no one ready to act as a QRF. All the guys on the west side are so far away from their vehicles and so far spread out.
We have
the X-Ray squad.
Blue 4 Gamma coming down the western flank into the town of Rots, but we have the Op 4 BTR 80 there as well. I mean, the 2 armed Vics against that large Op 4 line. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Blue 4 is going to get to Terminal 1, and then Op 4 is going to try to counterattack. That's the only thing I can think of right now, because it's just this is such a weird deployment formation.
Yeah, and especially looking just west of it, the spread out 5-man team led by Drake with Delta 1 for Red 4. They're looking in that direction. Drake has his binocs out and he's looking over to his kind of northeast. But it just... I don't know. I swear, someone thought the other... like. 2 teams get deployed over here. One thinks the other is covering or garrisoning the town. The other thinks that the other one is, and I don't see how it will turn out well, because it's just so far for them to go, for Red 4 to go for a counterattack.
Hold up, Blue 4 Vics are... I thought they were going to continue on the MSR. They actually missed a turn. They are going to head right into the forest that Op 4 has completely covered.
Looks like it, yeah. Well, Zope's on that bottom corner of that little patch of...
He's not going to have an angle on that SSR, though. He'll have to redeploy. The vehicles aren't going to hear him, though, because they're going to get drowned out by their own noise pollution from their engines, but... I don't know. The Green 4 Vics do have a mobility advantage on that BTR, but they could definitely do a bait and switch here. And if they go in and thunder run this area... I'll start using terms that people understand. Never mind. If Blue 4 comes in with the vehicles and starts shooting people, Op 4 will pull units in thinking this is where Blue 4's main push is going to be, and that's going to pull even more eyes away from Terminal 1, where you have Blue 4's main force all deployed on the northern side because they're doing an all eggs in one basket approach. One of them threw a smoke grenade. Blue 4 did on their main group, so I'm trying to look and see if Montgomery and Chupless notice, but there's a lot of foliage they got to look through in order to see that. Montgomery is too busy focusing on the southeastern side. Chupless...
There's no way. Too many trees.
Yeah.
And too far of a distance.
It's too hard to see, in my opinion. I'd be very surprised if he sees it.
I'd say it's damn near impossible. There's also a big old hill in the way. Nah, I don't think so. But that is a bit of a gaffe from them, at least.
So I'm looking at Cheese right now. His first person, he has his Bino out, and it's a Vector 21. He's looking on the right side of Blue 4's advance, but he has no eyes on. I cannot believe Op4 left this big of a freaking blind spot, but I think it's because they weren't expecting Blue 4 to come down, you know, the main way, you know, south to north, but at the same time, like, you at least need one guy with an LR to be there just in case, because more often than not, the one flank you didn't prep for, regardless of how stupid it is probably going to be used by the enemy, because that's just how freaking Murphy's Law works.
Over on the west side, those two Vics, the MRAP and the armored Humvee, they've stopped just outside of Retzlingen. I'm sure just waiting for the word to commence their attack from command. But yeah, they're going to have a little fire team to deal with, and possibly that BTR. They do have 250 cals, you know, one on each vehicle, so if one falls, the other one will be able to trade with it. At least
Blue 4 command vehicle driving in the open to the northeast of the X-ray group, but the X-ray group isn't going to spot it.
Not anymore now that it's gone past that thick patch of forest.
We might see I only use suppressors see it as the Blue 4 command Vic moves up to the X-ray group. If anything, though, that's actually going to be... How would I put this? If Op4 sees that truck and thinks that they're going around that white flank, they're going to redeploy units from the western side to the eastern side, thinking that that is a push by Blue 4, because that's a massive blind spot they have right there. So if anything, that's going to take more eyes away from the western focus, and just space out Op4 more. In reality, though, it doesn't change the fact of where Blue 4 is going to come in from here, because the north is still completely open, and they are advancing. I just cannot believe we have an all eggs in one basket strategy, Blue 4 committing everyone on a northern flank, and it's actually going to work just because it does.
Yeah,
I can't believe this.
Star crossing, and they're going through that thick patch of forest. Still have a ways to go, and we're already about 15 minutes into this round.
One important thing to note, though, Blue 4 is leaving all of its vehicles behind. Wuna is lagging out on the back, so he'll probably disconnect. But with all these vehicles being left behind, Blue 4 is going to be committing on foot here, and that's the one thing we talked about in the pre-session that we didn't want to happen, because Blue 4 is going to get stuck doing a lot of maneuvering over open fields, and Op 4 is going to utilize that to their advantage. Whether or not they know about it yet, because that's Blue 4 is just going to get stuck in a lot of bad areas to maneuver here, especially going from Terminal 2 to 3, just all of that open area, if Op 4 even pulls forces back there, which they probably will. I suspect after Terminal 1 goes down, that half of the western force on Op 4 will move in to counterattack. The other half will probably go back to Terminal 3 to set up a defense line, but who knows?
Who knows, indeed. But all I do know
Did
is...
Lolo get back in? I don't believe so.
The southern side of this forest.
Oh, yes, he did. He's at the
Right
BTR.
now, if you look at the map, it does show a bunch of some pretty thick patches of greenery between them. It's not that thick, actually, so it's a little bit misleading. A bit thicker as you get towards the town, but for the most part, it's pretty sparse. They are crossing. There's Shakatenko and Reznov's group leading the charge. And, yeah... Well, they're going to get there pretty much, yeah, like no one's going to see them walk into here. Actually, looking at these sight lines, there is so much foliage in these forests.
There's not even an explosive trap in here.
And the objective, like, they're going to be able to walk in. It's just a matter of time and how quick this Blue 4 force decide, oh shit, is this place actually clear? And like you said, they could be, you know, leading them into a trap and waiting for that counterattack. But just look how far...
Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. If it was a planned trap, though, Op 4 would have explosive satchels in Terminal 1. No one in Op 4 has even been in this AO. No one's been in there yet. So, I really don't get it. Like, Op 4 literally... who's Op 4 command here? Indigo Fox, he's an admin of FNF too. So he knows what he's doing. It's just, I think he overcommitted... way too many forces on the obvious vector that Blue 4, honestly, like, I kept saying honestly there, should have chosen, but Blue 4, who's Blue 4 lead? Dusty's, who I do see on occasion here. He just went for a simple strategy, and it's working. Now you are seeing Blue 4 forces kind of fan out here, but Op 4 has no northern guard here to see these guys crossing in the open.
Well, this would be the X-ray group, but even then, they're still looking to the east. They're actually pulling back west now. So doesn't look like they're like too much in a hurry, but I think they're saying, nah, we're not seeing anything over here. Let's pull back. Cheese and McKenzie are still holding on that northern side.
Blue 4, though, is going to be super cautious about this move up, though, because I honestly don't think they will think that this is open.
I mean, like you said, both of these commanders have, they know their shit to a certain degree. So
Blue 4 is going to think there's an ambush in here, though. Like, there's no way that they predict this.
Oh, I'm sure that's something that they'll be expecting, but it's these people. It's also going to be a possibility that they go, oh, they're not holding this objective. Take it with caution, but I don't think there's anything here. So that is a possibility. Like, that wouldn't be their first thought. Let me make that clear. But after a certain point, they're gonna go.
Oh my God!
There's no one here. What?
In a stroke of genius, Op4 is pulling the western flank back to the western side of Terminal 2.
Yeah, they've all consolidated. They've gone back in their gas trucks, and they're maneuvering somewhere. I don't know where exactly, but yeah, it looks like they're going back, at least to some degree. That is impeccable timing, and I don't know why. Because it's rushed.
So
okay.
It's because we're 15 minutes into the round. Indigo Fox is getting cold feet right now, and he thinks that Blue 4 is probably trying a massive attack from the rear, which I don't blame him for, because more often than not in rush attacks, we have seen Blue 4 attack the attacking faction attacks the last terminal first. I don't know why that's been a trend, but it has been over the past few months. So I think they might be thinking that Blue 4 is trying to hit Terminal 3 first, which is why they're redeploying these forces, but not leaving a single sentry up there. Not even a team, I think, is bad.
I gotta interrupt you. X-Ray's command
Yep.
sniper is still on the top bit, but Vito and I only use suppressors. They pulled back, and they might actually, they're completely unaware. But if anyone's going to spot this Blue 4 force, he's going to spot Severe's group with Saunders and
Vito. Yep, might. If he looks right, he might be able to spot him, and he is looking in that direction. I am going to go into first-person camera on Vito here and see if he spots anything. No.
Completely oblivious. There is a bit of a hill in the way, to be fair. Like if I hit O and take off those markers, well, I don't think... Yeah, just the terrain is just different enough to where even if he was looking that direction, I don't think he would have spotted them. But still, that was pretty much their best chance. And he's walking back through the forest.
Quick strats here, though. Things I want to point out. Op 4 has no idea where Blue 4 is. If Blue 4 is smart, they're going to not hack the terminal right now. I know that for a fact they're going to initiate it. You're about to have Mav touch it. But if Blue 4 was smart, they would have just kept a guy there. Because now what this tells Op 4 is that there is a force at Terminal 1. So you're probably about to see a massive redeployment of that western flank force to try to hit the Terminal 1 site. And a lot of eyes are immediately going to turn to it. You already see X-Ray. They have stopped moving, and they are now moving towards Terminal 1 itself. And you might actually see, I only use suppressors, see Severe's group. Let me quickly check his first-person view, because he is looking in that direction.
Again, if you hit O to take the markers off, maybe, but from his first person, it's just scratching the
Vito,
top.
Yep, Vito was looking in the right way as well. And we just heard an explosion in Terminal 1. I think that was a misthrown grenade or something, but now we are going to start seeing Blue 4. It looks like they're trying to be strong on the western side here. And they are potentially going to go on the western flank and move in. But then again, with Severe's group doing recon on that eastern side, we might also see Blue 4 push southeast and attack through the forested way to have concealment going into there, in which Op 4 only has a very limited force going in. Also, X-Ray has redeployed on the southern side of Terminal 3. They could just sneak in there and camp Terminal 3 on a Batcat. Like, I really don't get Op 4's defensive strategy here. Not to be mean to Indigo Fox, but I'm really having trouble trying to figure out what he's doing.
I think it was a mix of not so perfect planning and then just the chances of, an op like this. The chance that, Blue 4 just walked down the middle, the most direct route, didn't run into anyone, didn't hit any of the flanking defensive forces, those other teams on the northwest, or they didn't get the eyes of Red Force X-Ray team.
Op 4 X-Ray wasn't looking. Command Vic, Dusty's is bringing a transport truck back. He's probably going to pick up everyone he can and redeploy them somewhere else. Meanwhile, the rest of the infantry are heading towards the southeast. They're going to probably follow Severe's group in. And then you have Delta coming up this little riverbed here, following the tree line in. They might catch Op 4's... definitely, once they come to this little T intersection of where the riverbed is, they're going to get spotted if they stay in that position. So, interesting. At least there will be a radio call out, and Op 4 will get a little bit better intel here on what's going on. But we are having X-Ray for Blue 4 sending 2 guys up to walk up some trees here and potentially get into... Terminal Site 3, and then the 2 MRAPs, excuse me, armed M2 Vics, one's an MRAP, one's a Humvee. They're just chilling on the northern suburban area of the town of Hansted. And Op 4 is remounting Vics in the town of Rassau, and they are probably going to try to redeploy to do a counterattack, but I think Blue 4 is going to be able to get out of here for now. I don't know.
My question is why they relocated a bunch of people over to the town of Rassau over on the west. That's the one that really just confuses me. I mean, I guess watching the flank for Terminal 3 to watch that kind of back cap strategy from that western approach.
I think Indigo Fox was just worried about a back cap attack happening. Because, again, we saw in the Zelenogorsk op where the attacking faction tried to take the last terminal in Zelenogorsk first. There was another op more recently where there was a back cap strategy done that didn't work out for the attacking faction. I think he was just having those defensive lines down to stop any sort of back capping, but he is really just confused on where Blue 4 is. And Op 4 still doesn't know where Blue 4's force is at this point. So just the lack of getting any eyes on any direct forces coming in, and Blue 4 being really restrictive on where he's getting his guys. I'm seeing Dust Eyes. He's driving 5 guys back. I think they're going to go grab their Vics and bring them up so everyone can get remounted and they can continue pushing in. But Severe doing recon for the platoon and having some forces join him on foot is a really big push here. And we also we are seeing a pincer strategy being developed here as other forces are now going through that western tree line. If Op 4 stayed there, they would have
the same force.
We would have had that pincer strategy work out for him, but Op 4 might redeploy. Actually, no, Op 4 is pulling all of their units back, as I figured they might, to Terminal 3 to hold it.
As X-Ray is coming up, that's Southern SSR.
If Twig and Shadowlocked are quick, they could actually get some free shots on those trucks. A few GLs by Twig into the truck would actually be devastating, but I think the trucks are just going to beat Twig and Shadow into the AO.
The trucks. NAS has spotted the trucks, so they're going to be aware of that. Shadow and Twig looking like they're going to be, they're heading in.
Yeah, they're hiding.
Now. Yep. Because that's a solid squad and a half coming back. Yeah, almost 2 squads coming back in those trucks. And yeah, I mean, if they were here a minute or 2 sooner, again, not their fault, but just if the dice had been cast in such a way, we could see a very, very devastating play. And they're actually
wait,
they're going to Garrison. They're going to Wellendorf.
Okay, no. Here's what they're doing. They're going to take the northern MSR, and they are going to try to... No, but they don't know about Blue 4's force. Okay, I don't know where they're going. If Op 4 knew where Blue 4's team was, and I don't think they've gotten any proper intel on it. Let me quickly check on Tom H here. Let me see if he's gotten eyes on Blue 4 moving through. I would think he does, but let me look at his first-person POV. He is looking right into where a Delta group is, but I would assume if Op 4 knows that Blue 4 is pushing this vector, those 2 squads might be going... No, they're dismounting. What?
Yeah, and Tom H, I saw his position earlier. There are some very specific keyholes that he could see through, but he's just, I think he's a medic, actually. He doesn't have any binocs or anything. Yeah, he's a medic. Doesn't have any binocs, at least I don't think, so he wouldn't have that magnification. X-ray for Red 4 is a solid few hundred meters to the east of this this Blue 4 group. I am so confused. I guess, yeah, they're doing like the opposite, because this was the group that went that Garrison and Rassau, and now they're mounting back up and going north on that MSR, kind of like you said, just a little bit delayed.
Terminal 3 is abandoned again. X-Ray can potentially move up and just camp it. Like,
Platoon 2 HQ is pulling through now, but I wonder if, yeah, Blue 4 X-Ray is going to be too spooked to push in because they see them moving about so freely. This is so bizarre.
The one drawback we're going to see, though, is there are only 25 minutes left in this round. So 25 minutes for the combat to happen. Op 4 is in a decent position, though, with a full, no one dead. Blue 4 only has 2 guys dead from a transport accident. I could see Op 4 holding Terminal 2 in those 25 minutes. It's probably going to take another 5 minutes for Blue 4 to reposition themselves. But
yeah,
we have X-Ray coming in. They're going to hold Terminal 3. We could see overtime get called if the terminal timer goes on and then they immediately hack Terminal 3. We could see overtime give Blue 4 an extra few minutes to win this. But Op 4 is at some point going to send a force down here. If it looks like they're not going to be able to hold 2, they're going to send forces down, and then it's going to be up to X-Ray to basically hold Terminal 3 as a marksman team. But we also have the armed M2 cars now coming into Terminal 3. What?
Oh, they've got the call, and they're pushing in. Yeah, they've gotten the call. X-Ray, they've started to push in. We still have the 2 guys, Naps and Pop-Tart.
The BTR coming down, though, but with the M2 Vix can easily tear that thing apart. I'm confused.
And let's see where Zob turns. No, he's not turning at all. He's actually still going west. Maybe heading back to Rassau and just missing. Yeah, just going to be missing those 2 armored Vics coming in.
All right, hold up real quick. We have Op 4. They're redeploying their units to the south of the eastern Blue 4 push. We're seeing an obvious pincer strategy here. Op 4 also having 2 guys on a defensive line. Jiminy's and Arcturus here are going to be watching that open field. So Op 4 does have good lines here to hold off. I would say the eastern group is probably going to get screwed by the defensive line made by Op 4 on the eastern side of Terminal 2, as well as the far eastern force can easily sandwich off that vector and kill them off. But if that transport truck is quick to remount people, they can then push on the other side, which in my opinion is much weaker because all I have to do is pick off those 2 guys and then move in under the cover of honestly, the transport Vix. They could just thunder run into that additional forest and cover it. But Stewart is the MAT team gunner. He is Charlie 2, meaning he has the RPG 32, and he can blow up the transport Vix and get a significant amount of kills. So we'll have to see how things go. But the M2 Vix went past Terminal 3. X-Ray is on the Terminal 3 building. What?
Oh, no. Do you see where the M2 Vix are going?
Yes, they're going right into where Op 4 has their forces deployed. There is no obvious... no, they'll be able to see them. Oh, my fucking God.
The 2 trucks, they'll see the white canopies, and I think...
Already, the MRAP has stopped, and he's looking at it. Oh,
yeah.
What?
Oh, dude, this is some fucky shit. And
so,
before the shooting starts, I want to bring your attention over to Staff Sergeant Thorne on the about a half a click east of the Terminal 2 marker. He's on the northern side with a defensive perimeter built with some H barriers, looking that direction with some binocs. I don't know if he spotted them or not, but that would be the direction, that would be the magnification needed to spot them. So it's possible that both sides have been made here.
Op 4 just needs to hold for 20 minutes, but if they don't, Blue 4 is entrenched in Terminal 3 for the back cap. I think it's the western flank that's going to fall apart. We do have the BTR-80 on standby, though, and it has a really nice range advantage on the Blue 4 guys. Where do we have Blue 4 MAT gunners on the left, though?
It would be Victor Reznov, who is the MAT gunner with Carl Gustav.
And he is on that left side, so yes, he could potentially get a snipe shot on the BTR-80, but...
Quick note, Shadowlock is camping that Terminal 3. It's inactive until
part of X-Ray.
Terminal 2 blows up, but yeah, X-Ray has garrisoned that town now and is in their control.
And then you have the 2 M2 Vics. They're driving around, giving a wide berth to the Op 4 dismount on the far eastern side. I think Drake might have spotted Vics. No, he did not. Yeah, you can't even faintly hear them in the distance. But Op 4, they are looking around, covering rear. We have a little over 20 minutes left.
This western part of Terminal 2, that's going to be actually a tough break for Blue 4's Charlie Bravo squads. because we have about
no.
garrison and entrenched over here with the stacks of wooden logs, dirt mounds, etc.
Real quick, BTR pulled away from the western flank where they would have had the best overwatch angle on the eastern group, and now they're going a bit closer. And Op4 has just spotted something.
Yep. That's Cyrus with a PKM spotting that eastern group.
So here's the deal. That Op4 force all the way to the east needs to very quickly push in, because if Blue 4 is able to penetrate this Bravo squad, there is no defenses between that Bravo group and the terminal. They are it. And Blue 4, if they push hard and they get a few lucky headshots here on the 4 guys on this defense line, they can easily push through.
I think the Blue 4 Humvee has been glitched, because I'm seeing them trying to get into it, and they can't. Oh,
as I go over and see that, yeah, I think they had to use Ace to get it at a different angle, but
something
that's weird.
Was going on.
All right, so Blue 4, Flood has died under Foxtrot 1. The other 2 skulls were from an accident, but...
Jeez, Kevin.
A lot of good GL hits on Op4, though.
On his own.
And now you got the other flank now engaging. BTR is starting to fire at Blue 4 positions here. We do have Reznov right here. I think he's thinking about ranging that Carl Gustav shot. He has pulled back off the line. And now the final 20 minutes have gone down. You're seeing Op4 trying to close the gap on the eastern side, pushing Foxtrot and Delta on the eastern flank of this Blue 4 line here, though. And Blue 4, they have slowed down. They're trying to maneuver on the southern side of this eastern defense line here. With that Foxtrot team as Delta kind of covers them.
Quick, on the western side,
yep.
The Bravo squad coming in.
AT hitting the BTR.
Yep, AT just hit the BTR. It's not cooking off or anything. Looks to be pretty much fine. Bravo 1 for Blue 4, pushing up in his trench as the rest.
It's either a weak hit or a miss.
Riding that covering fire. BTR is pulling back, and this might be the best chance for them to push into this town and take this terminal quickly.
Foxtrot now closing the gap on the southern side for Blue 4. Op4, Foxtrot, they're about, I want to say, 4 to 5 minutes away. What's up? What's up?
Second AT went on the BTR, but it was on the move in.
Yep, near miss. That Maz is still going to have a few extra shots, especially because he has an assistant. And he is actually in Liquid's backpack, and he is grabbing more rockets, and he is going to be ready to go. Bravo making this push. It's led by Lusod and Buckets, and you got Vargrant and Pronix, 2 other, like, those 4 are really good players in FNF. But Op4 has very, very thin defensive lines because most of their force is going to counterattack the eastern flank. But that's going to give time for the western flank for Blue 4 to get him because, again, that's a very thin defense line as well. So
Naps has set up in a deer stand on the north side of Terminal 3, overwatching this entire field. That's not a terrible position, apart from the fact that it's made of fucking wood. But yeah, Twig is now pushing up on his lonesome from the south side.
Yeah,
I guess
he could sneak in. There's no one watching this vector again because Op4 has way too many guys on a counterattack flank, but they.
And Twicking, if he looks to his right, he could.
I really don't like this.
GLs into the rear end of that BTR, but
Severe's small fire team is about to be caught out of position by Dreek. Dreek opening up, trying to hit Severe. Severe returning fire, forcing Dreek to pull back. But if Blue 4 keeps this momentum going and keeps forcing Op4 to push back, they can get right on top of that terminal before they are outflanked by the maneuvering group. And we really need to see the northwestern flank of Blue 4 push harder here. But they do have the Vix that they can mount up in Thunder Run. This is. Oh, man.
It's looking good for, in my opinion, it's looking really good for Blue 4 on these eastern front. Time is working against them right now. They need to push in quick enough to overwhelm Bridges groups, Bridge Dreek, Firefighter, all these guys.
BTR is pushed back and is, yep, as you just called out, firing on that group. But look to the southern part of this MSR and look what's coming up.
Oh, baby.
And we also, looks like the Olaf and the other guy were able to fix whatever's going on with that other car. If this MRAP spots that BTR, it is going to make Swiss cheese of it with its 50 cal.
Just stopped.
Oh, no.
The turret. Mountain knows what he's doing with that.
There's still a little bit of a hill in the way. They got to get a bit closer. I don't think they spotted the BTR. In fact, they're going on a wide.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're just taking a little more cautious. But if Op4 loses that BTR, that is going to be really devastating early on because that BTR is doing a really good job helping slow down the Blue 4 advances. But with that BTR being pulled away on the northwestern flank, Blue 4 is getting closer, and they actually have a member of X-Ray, Twig Kane pushing up.
Twig, yeah, he pushed up on that south and north.
No!
On the third terminal.
The MRAPs have pulled around. They're now assisting the northwestern flank. Oh, that is a misplay. But then again, they don't know that the BTR is there, so it makes sense.
I guess it just get called out to them, and the BTR wasn't firing as they pushed up, so that is what it is.
15 minutes. Twig, honestly, I get what he's doing. He's trying to alleviate units on this northeastern flank. Has he?
He absolutely has. There was
How many kills is he on?
None. Let's see. He's
none.
on actually none. Okay, there was a Red 4 guy on the dirt mound that was that's right next to him. So I don't know. Maybe they just pulled back.
Anderson was there. I think he pulled back.
We have a steady stream now of Blue 4 guys pushing up in this ditch and using that.
Yeah, he pulled back to the terminal.
To their advantage. And
BTR-80 pulling back to the western flank. Vehicles aren't going to be able to catch out of position. Instead, the vehicles are going to be used to basically draw fire and suppress this flank. Blue 4 correctly predicting to push on the northwestern group because the eastern force is about to get encircled and fucked.
Twig finally got his first kill. I'm not sure who that was exactly, but yeah, going for the double tap, making sure.
Let's see. It was... Oh, Martin's dead. All right. I know it was Cosmonaut. Martin was... a lot of people in chat were cheering on Martin, and Martin was one of the first to die. Oof.
Tough. Ain't that about a bitch.
Look at Echo 2 right now. They're going to go around on a flank that Anderson's going to run down and I guess cover on his own, but... Yeah, I mean, there's so many ways this can get screwed up. Now you got the vehicles coming in, Thunder running.
Yep, BTR's actually pulling back to Terminal 3. He's heading down south as this command group and Foxtrot and Delta for Blue 4, they're starting to get really pincered now as this whole red wave is coming in on their eastern side when they're back. But at the same time, the northwestern side of Terminal 2 is...
Are they just going to drive up there?
Pushing in the two vehicles, going down the MSR, and just kind of doing circles around this whole AO.
Now you got Echo 2 that's going to get to the edge of the town. Anderson hasn't spotted them yet. Yeah, those Vicks are just driving in circles, drawing their fire. So I can tell you right now, the Blue 4 eastern flank is going to get encircled and fucked here, but they have diverted some units along the southern side, and they're going to be able to penetrate into this AO and potentially touch the terminal. Northwestern group has slowed down. I would assume that the guys that are still on Overwatch are going to start getting in the vehicles that were driven up to them and push in, but as long as they tap that terminal and give a minute to the other team, they should be fine. We're at about 12 minutes now. BTR turning around, but the vehicles, 50 cal now firing at the BTR-80.
Wait, I think it has DAS to them too.
BTR returning fire.
So it's got a bit of armor, but enough fire should be able to take it out.
That Humvee needs to be pushing up and flanking that BTR. It is not doing any good right now trying to get online with the MRAP. This is a really bad call, and ooh, they almost play bumper car.
I know, right?
BTR now flanking on the left.
I'm down. I don't know if it was fine with the PKT or what, but no problem for them.
Yep, Humvee basically needs to now try to circle that BTR, but they are going to go aggressive here.
Gunner is dead. Gunner, the BTR is dead. Low shot out. Zope and Reaper are both...
Yeah, they're screwed. That BTR is screwed.
It still has an extra gunner in there. Oh, but the Humvee pulling up right behind it.
Twig King tried to sneak into Terminal 2. He was shot, though. Wakes back up. He can still get in there and sneak in. They're about to be joined by this Echo 2 force. Almost everyone on the Echo side, though, for Blue 4 is dead, though. There's only a few left. If that Op 4 force comes in, they're screwed. But Severe leading the charge here. They can initiate the terminal hack in just a moment. But honestly, this is all going to come down to the Echo 2 group for Blue 4, because if they are unsuccessful in hacking this, the entire Op 4 force is going to reposition to defend Terminal 2, and that's going to make Terminal 3 impossible to touch. So Severe really needs to run in here and initiate this hack immediately.
BTR crew has been neutralized. Reaper got out and tried to make a last stand, but got lit the fuck up. Zope's the last one alive, but he's down into the burning BTR. So that's that vehicle neutralized.
Severe now trying to crawl in. He was hit by a friendly and then hit by two enemies. But he does need to get that hack initiated. And then Blue 4 needs to hold it.
Satchel charge right on top of it, but he's going to hit it anyway.
He's got to touch it. He's going to die, but he died well.
Witness me, he says, and finish.
And there he goes. Now it's up to Nordy and Twig King. Gee, where is the rest of the Blue 4 force here? Koak getting shot in the rear. Blue 4 now unable. No Tree is going to get shot in the back by Bridges. Bridges getting shot up by Nox.
Nox, yeah, I think Nox just killed him. No?
1 minute remaining. It had to have been Twig King then. Twig King needs to cover that. MX needs to run up and stop the hack. But Blue 4 might have been pushed back here, as now you're seeing all these Op 4 forces run into this AO.
Yeah, they pulled back as soon as that got popped. Actually, no, that was that flanking force that just eviscerated the command group. Because, yeah, if we look at the roster now, Command's dead, Foxtrot's dead, Delta's dead, almost all of Echo is dead, too. And
Op 4's confused right now. They haven't hit the timer. I think Firefire's going to run in and stop at about the 20-second mark. No, MX is going to get it at the 25-second mark. I'm going to be honest with you. GG Blue 4. Actually, no. GG to... wait, no. It will be GG to Blue 4. Op 4 has won. Because now you have all of the Op 4 force that completely nullified the eastern flank is going to come in, set up a defensive line. Blue 4 does not have the manpower to get through Op 4 here, and they only have 10 minutes, technically 9.5 minutes to do it. It doesn't matter that they have that defensive force on, that Vanguard force on X-Ray covering Terminal 3. There's no way that Blue 4 can now get into this AO because Op 4 has a near 2-to-1 numbers advantage here.
Yeah, I mean, best thing they would have to do would be the assets. Looks like they're wasting time trying to fix that BTR. The engine's smoking, so they might be able to fix it.
Quick shot in the back of the head.
Yeah,
those vehicles are going to be useless in this terrain, though. We are going to see Blue 4 Charlie push in here, but there are too many Op 4 guys for Charlie to make any difference here at this point.
I think so too, and especially not without any of that assist from the turn BTR. But even then, that's a far cry at best.
What would have been the turning point is if all of Echo 2 went to the terminal. I have no idea why they broke off and only half of the force attacked while the other force was lagging behind. That was the Blue 4 mistake. If they had more guys guarding that terminal, they could have bought the extra 25 seconds. This site would be done, and then X-Ray would back cap 3, and the round would have been over by now. But this is GG, all because of that mistake.
I think props need to go to the eastern garrison of Terminal 2 area, because they were the ones that were able to hold out long enough for that big flanking force from the far eastern side to push in, eliminate an entire flank of Blue 4 forces, and then they were able to pull back and guard that area, or counterattack the terminal, I should say, just in time.
I'm literally watching Op 4 just pushing manpower in and evenly trade with Blue 4 right now, and they're able to.
And now the asset teams, they're finally pulling out now, and it looks like Mountain's changing tires as Olaf is heading out. I think this, especially with Charlie pushing in on a suicide run, no way. And it is not the result. If you would ask me 40 minutes ago, do you think Op 4 is going to win with like 30 people still on the field? I would have said no way.
Look, Blue 4 set the stage. They did everything right, but that attacking team should not have been a laggard on the southern side again. All those forces should have been committed. That would have bought them the extra 25 seconds. And again, then X-Ray hacks Terminal 3. Op 4 had no way to immediately pull back because... well, I mean, no, they could have. They could have, the Vics were pointing south. They would have been able to get a force in, but I think X-Ray would have been able to hold that door in the remaining 30 to 45 seconds. That Op 4 would have had to storm it, and it would have been GG. If not, what would have happened was, if they got Terminal 3 hacked, I think the two MRAP Vics would have stopped what they were doing and just covered the infill between Terminal 3 and Terminal 2, and it would have been GG to Blue 4. But at this point, I could still see Blue 4 charging Vixen, dismounting, and touching the terminal. And then maybe...
if they pull around the south side of the terminal, then maybe...
But no, they're gonna keep just circling, and then someone's gonna AT it. There goes Herb, putting that AT on that Vic. It is now smoking, engine's dead. And, yeah, no, that's GG.
Unfortunate. I mean, there's still the beat... No, wait, where's the BTR?
No. BTR wasn't captured. Nafs is moving up on foot. Wait, no, G-Legs...
Someone has the BTR. It's not where I last saw it.
Yeah, it's on the map. There are Blue 4 people in it.
Yes, because they went to repair it.
They did repair it. All right. Jesus.
Oh, it's on the map as Red 4 because...
Yeah, because there's a Red 4 body in it, but...
Because I think Lolo's still in it. Or not Lolo, but someone is still in it.
One of the TSB guys are still in it. I got King and Owl breaching Ash's building. He's about to be Hillary Clinton. Come on, King. Oh, wait. He heard him. Throws a grenade, only to get shot. Ash is, yeah, if he called his hits, he's dead.
Matt and Koro, Matt, Koro, and Pronley, right around this corner, they see the barrel with a PKP from Pointman and Mags. They get some shrapnel from an M67 grenade, and they pull back. So Matt looks like he's gonna push up.
Hold up, BTR could thunder run this and then dismount and then get the hack. Nope, they're going for kills instead. They could have snuck up in there and reinitiated the hack and blocked off the doorway with the BTR.
Looks like them.
They might still try to do it. All right, driver needs to get out. Come on. Someone needs to get the fuck out of the Vic right now.
We're at less than 5 minutes now.
Please. What are you doing?
He's moving around trying to dodge for AT.
All right, there we go. Mountain dismounting.
Come on, there's no time.
What are you doing? Get in there and hack the fucker. What are you doing?
He doesn't know where it is. He doesn't know where it is. And he got crippled. And he
Idiot. I'm sorry to be harsh, but I cannot believe he choked that.
He did not know where it was. He could not.
You have it marked on the map.
But it doesn't.
Why didn't you look into the window then? Whatever.
That is true. And he was outside of it too. I don't know. Maybe the first-person camera just wasn't tall enough. But still, now it's just up to the driver, or to the gunner rather, and he's getting surrounded by the second.
Okay, we could still have Pronix and Matt break in here, but they have to do it within the next 2 minutes, otherwise it won't prompt overtime.
Yep, and they do have a 2v3 right
Again,
now.
sorry to call
if they're able to pop
Mountain
it,
an idiot there, but god damn it.
Then there's no way.
You got Pads also closing the gap, but he's not going directly there. He is going for kills.
Matt is taking fire from Nielsen now.
The gunner could literally dismount and touch it and then run back in the BTR and cover it with the BTR, but he is prompted not to do that. And we got Dots vaulting over and shooting Pronix in the head. Pronix had to pull his handgun out, gets the kill with the handgun. Why isn't the gunner getting out?
I have no clue.
I'm so annoyed. I am so fucking annoyed because Blue 4 has an opportunity here. They have to count it down for 25 seconds. They could make it with this BTR just suppressing it. Hold up, engine just got cut. Please. Please. You have 2.5. This is just infuriating at this point.
I know, right? It's such a tease. It's such a tease. There he is.
Legs. Yes.
King shit. No, what?
The hack reset. What?
That's unusual. Okay.
It's not supposed. Okay, no. All right, we're GG'd then.
No.
Because it's under 3 minutes. It's at.
There's a second or two of difference. But no, the timer has to pop.
But John's just gonna go in there and touch it. Wow.
14.5.
Wow.
But Dodar. Oh no, G-Leg shouldn't have hopped out. He got the kill.
Oh my god.
Point man with the PK.
There's still a minute left though. I don't see it.
Wait, yeah, the
timer should not have been reset. That is a glitch.
And I think the terminal timer is a slower clock. Yeah, it absolutely is in the clock on the mission. I don't know. That is I mean
38,
that is so down
37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. Yeah, you're right. The terminal clock is slower too. That is some bull. It's gonna get.
That's so unfortunate. Because yeah, now we're at 20 seconds left on the clock, but still 30 seconds left on the timer.
Hold on.
And it's got paused.
Why is it still on our prompt though? Blue 4 just got scammed. Blue 4 got scammed. Oh my god. Blue 4 got scammed.
Almost a minute. If that 20 seconds was still on the clock.
Blue 4 got fucking scammed. I love it.
It just got wait, no, now.
And it just fades away.
It fades away as they pull it back. What?
But if the terminal's still in the hack animation though. If it was stopped, it would be closed off. Oh my god.
Where's my whiskey?
That's amazing. That's actually fucking amazing. Blue 4 got scammed. They would have won it. That would have won it, but the script broke. Oh. I am going down.
Where red 4 was to cheat blue 4 out of a victory. Yeah, you're right. The script was calling for it.
I mean, we'll have to go down in the channel when the round ends, but I mean there it is. But blue 4 should have won that. Blue 4 should have clutched that by G legs, but we'll hear it in the channel downstairs. I'm gonna jump down right now because I want to hear the official call. But wow. Wow.
Send in GOAT Team 6 now.
Mustache Man, thanks for the 29-month resub.
Channel.
Hope you keep enjoying the ops. I hope we get a kick out of this.
User join your channel. All right, can I get community leaders?
Nope, they're gonna sweep it under the rug.
Can I get community leaders to give me their numbers?
Would CSC be okay with merging with AA?
No.
No?
Greg, we already talked about this.
Oh, okay, whoops. All right.
Huh?
Nothing.
Actually, none of the people involved are here, so
Then it's up to you.
I don't care. We have 5. How many do you all have?
Oh, we just have 4, so
that would make
I can
9.
put it.
We can merge.
No worries.
Turn
Nemesis.
kills 5 now.
Nemesis, are you rolling with us?
Yeah, I was thinking if I wouldn't, they would have.
Who was the first proper death?
Oh, yeah.
The first deaths were a collision between blue 4 and blue 4.
Are you talking about the river?
No, I'm not talking about that.
We're not talking about the river. We're not talking about it, okay?
We're talking about
What
the
happened
river.
at the river?
We're not talking about the vehicle gang.
Nobody told me there was a river.
Greg, it was me. It was me, Greg.
Wait,
No,
what?
no, I was wondering who the
Didn't see.
first.
Ooh.
Congratulations. You don't hear anything until Anderson speaks.
Did they just mass mute everybody? Funny.
Are you just fucking hot miking so everyone can't talk?
Yes.
Oh man.
Alright, I'm gonna do Battle of
Alright,
Sejuk.
Let me take a look here what we're doing.
Oh, that's really fun to watch.
That's so unlucky with the bug.
Alright, let me get the... Who is attacking? Op4 is attacking. Alright, let me get TF121 on Op4. Let me get Talent Scandy on End 4. Let me get the 29th on End 4. Let me get UPSC on Op 4. Let me get the AACSC combo on Op 4. Let's put this second on End 4. BPL on End 4. SOG on Op 4.
Alright, BRB.
Just for a second. Gonna keep.
Just gonna say here, if you're on independent, you can take that platoon marksman shot. That's a mistake on the shuttle lock. You can take that one.
VPL Alpha 2.
Let me get the individual players. You all will be on Op 4. That is Centaur, anybody that is not playing with a community. RWF2, that's good to know. Let's get 1 RW on N4. Let's get Myrmidon Legion, Op 4. Let's get UDS, Op 4. Zeus community can come I don't wanna. Just give me a second, Zeus community. 1RW, you all are Op4. I need you all to slot Op4. Zeus community, you all can come N4. Chad, you all will be Op4. Is there a community that has not been slotted? I'm feeling so. You got a hot mic, and not a pretty voice.
Damn.
I think you can work on
Ouch, dude.
He's off on the alcohol, buddy.
Some people might call. My bad. Was that rough? I'm sorry. I made myself laugh.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Legion. Let me. I know I had you slot on Op4. Let me get y'all to come in.
There's no official post on who won the round. They're just playing it as is.
Sorry?
Excuse me.
Myrmidon Legion, come to N4 for me.
We have.
Oh, okay, good deal. Right, that's 10-person advantage. I think that's fine. Oh, does it say no advantage? Oh, whoops. I can't read, guys. Sorry. I've lost my brain in the new year. Let me get Chad. Come on over to N4 for me. I'm just gonna fuck everybody up.
Typical.
Alright, that's 51 on 59. Let me get UDS. Come on over to N4 as well.
Did you already slot Centaur?
Yeah, Centaur is on Op4.
The majestic herd has arrived.
Thorn, I'd hate to waste your talents in the medic spot.
Hang on. Cosmo, you can jump up and take that platoon lead. Alright. I need a company commander for Op4.
Brennan, if Cosmo moves up, will you be platoon sergeant?
Yes, sir. Thorn, take team lead. Alright, Night Owl, 60 seconds. Get your company together.
Alright, let's see.
Ah, it's so good.
Can I get someone to take second platoon and first platoon? I feel like that should be the priority here. Otherwise, I want to take someone. If that's the case, then become platoon lead.
Is Recon supposed to have a marksman?
Martin, we're not expecting anybody else if you want to take AR.
Vito, you might be better off going marksman.
Company recon requires 3 members minimum.
Yeah, just need someone first platoon lead, second platoon lead. Snow, how do you feel about first platoon? Always got it, thanks.
There we go.
All right. Second platoon. I'm gonna need someone maybe from Echo 2 or Foxtrot 1. Coac, do you want to be second platoon?
The sweet sounds of Night Owl, yeah, right?
Take that as a no.
No.
Excuse me. I'm out of pineapple vodka. I'm out of Soli Doli.
Alright, fine.
FNF does have Discord,
let's
yes.
get Delta 1 or Delta 2. When you hop up there, I'll be very appreciative. Thanks.
Hey.
You're not going to get a new Arma in a few years.
N4.
It's going to take a while.
Company together.
Oh, fabulous. You already got me a second platoon lead. Second platoon looks good. 29th, if you could have
New
one
Year's
of
Eve was
your
great.
guys
Thank you for
come in
asking.
First platoon lead, I would appreciate it.
But you're not going to see a lot of
Nelson's got it.
movement on Arma 4 for at least 1 to 2 years as they debug it and mod support gets added to it.
Besides that, I think we are good. Vagrant or Ash, decide which one of you will be Charlie and make sure you get... Okay, Vagrant will be Charlie lead. Okay. make sure you guys get your nets handled with platoon, please. I'm good.
Alrighty, well, let's get this sucker on the map screen. If you are just joining in, trying to get in, you do have safe start in our map for you to get in. Please join us. We always enjoy more people to shoot at, especially on the first FNF of the new year, first night of FNF on the new year, and you don't have to worry about being the first death, because it's already happened. So see, there's no bragging rights to lose here.
Unless you get killed with a bunch of people in your chopper.
The server got the first kill.
Armor 4, I mean,
First heli crash.
that's a long story. That is a long story. I'll tell it after round 3, though, when I do more mission development,
The
though.
first heli crash.
Oh, there you go. All right, what is our brief, Mountain?
Okay, my name is Mountain, and it's attack defend, op 4, infor. Infor, you have more stingers than just the couple that you standardly get. Any questions?
From company leaders.
That might be for
Are these caches?
By the way, I might have already said this, but there is a surprise for NA round 3 if you stick around.
Yes, they're caches.
Well, like, I didn't know if they were hidden caches or not, but okay.
It's, as always, there's a marker around them.
I think Op4 wanted to know if it was sequential.
It is not sequential.
How's my cat girl? She's fine, Soviet.
Alrighty, well.
We don't have to talk about her. Not right now. After FNF, maybe.
FNF start.
Right now, just to fill in what Anderson was going to say. Alright, PJ.
So we have an
F1.
interesting one for round 2, I think.
Yes, we do. It is air assault Russian style.
On Takistan, specifically on Firouzabad, with 2 Hinds and an MI8 with
3 cash.
I hate seeing the empty pylons, I'll be honest.
I know, it makes you sad, right?
It's all, the potential is wasted. All the boom booms, all the DACA, just none of it. Just do the normal one.
I don't know.
I'd love to see like MI8s with Fab 250s or something blow themselves up in FNF.
Yeah.
That's never gonna happen.
So the MI8 does have 2 door guns, but I'm gonna be perfectly honest. The aircraft are nullified because of the stingers. Like if they were like 50 cals, I don't really. I don't like the stingers here because the stinger, like those helicopters are meant to be close support weapons. So if there's no ability to do close support because there's the risk of stingers, and it was just said that they have more stingers than the one, what's the point, you know?
Yeah, and he said that even that there were extra Stinger missiles because reasons. So yeah, I think the helicopter's gonna be.
Yeah, their Gulf has the box right now, but.
And
I don't know.
Helicopters are numbered 69 as well. Nice.
We have an up-armored technical for Green 4 here. And the 4 Dishkas lined up. And otherwise, let's look at the weaponry here. So Green 4 has, I can't really tell because of the shadows, or it's my eyesight going, one of the two. They do have AK, yeah. So basically, Chernara's Defense Force. And Op 4, what is Op 4 on here? 545.
Yep.
All right. I mean, BTRs are going to obviously come down Main Street because there's no other way for them to really come into this AO based off of the map borders. I could easily see Green 4 coming in and setting up an ambush in Falar. To take out those 2 BTRs, because putting them on the hills is a death sentence, but Green 4 could put a sentry up north of the mine area and completely cover Op 4 coming in, and they could also put up another group to the right of Falar to cover that. The only risk here is Op 4 deploying units via the aircraft to the southern sides of the AO, but honestly, if they put the Stinger up by, the ridge to the south of Firouzabad, they will be able to pretty much cover everything, as long as they do proper 360 to nullify Op 4 deploying anything. The only way they'd be able to get something in via air is deploying it way west, but I don't see it. I think Green 4 just has the tactical advantage here. There's not really any question about that because of the assets they have and the AOs themselves. Now, if I was green 4 on top of that, I would probably hold the capital at Farizabad and probably... You know, actually, let's...
I don't. This town over on the east, it's separated by a small mountain range, and as far as the terrain itself isn't that bad to defend from. You got lots of verticality to play with, but separating yourself from in such a distance where like the closest or the fastest mode of transport is a gas truck.
No, I actually do agree with you at that. Sorry, go ahead. Didn't mean to cut you off.
You agree with me?
Yeah, no, covering the mine and Farizabad.
Starting off so well.
If you, oh my god, shut up. The 4 Dishkas, they can be put at overwatch positions all around the mine and Farizabad at the high points to shoot at the helicopters, or at least shoot at any trucks coming up. The Stinger can be put to the southern side of Farizabad, so it can cover all 3 AOs properly, and any bat caps from the MI-24 or MI-8 deploying forces on the rear. And then all Green 4 needs is a squad in the mine, a squad in Farizabad, and then honestly 50% of their force committed to far overwatch on the highest mountaintops they can get all around to actually have some good 360. And then once they find where Op 4 is coming in on, they can just send units down and set up ambushes, and Op 4 just really has a tough time here. The one saving grace that Op 4 has is, interesting enough, the BTR-80s, because Green 4 doesn't have any dedicated mat weapon. Their AT is literally just going to be in the form of the RPG-26s. Now, that technical, though, can be a serious issue. Because of its mobility and the 50 cal in it, it could easily get behind the BTRs and mow them down. That's why I would honestly commit it to holding the MSR coming from Falar, and then it can get behind the BTRs and mow them the fuck down. But not, I wouldn't put that up on the hills because it's an easy target, and if it dries, it's going to make a smoke trail behind it and be easy to track. So just keep it low, have some guys go up one of the ridges, and just, radio in when the BTRs are coming by. Let the BTRs pass. If you can find a good hiding spot for that Vic, and there honestly are a few good hiding spots in some tree lines and whatnot, get behind the BTRs, mow them down, and you nullify Op 4's biggest advantage. And from there, I think Green 4 can easily hold this. But I was kind of curious in the beginning of the round why there was a number advantage to Op 4. Because they're not going to have... a lot of their units are going to be dedicated to flying the helicopters and mounting the BTRs. So, let's see, that's like a pilot and co-pilot per Vic. So that's, 6? And then 2 to 3 guys in each BTR. So let's take the higher end of that. So that is 12. And then we have about 120 people on the server. Actually, no, it's about 110 right now, because it was like 113 plus our 2 spectator slots.
I think it was 56 to 57. That was the split.
Let's say 56 to 56, just to be nice. So what's 56 minus 12? That is 44. So it is a technically 44 v 56 fight on the infantry side, with the exception of the technical. The technical will draw away at least 2 people, but I don't know. I feel like Op 4 needed something else. But I honestly don't know what. That or Green 4 didn't need the Stinger. I think that's it. Green 4 did not need the Stinger. They could have fought this off with the Dishkas and the technical.
I think so too, because how we've seen the RHS flight models as coming up against the heavy machine guns in general. You hit those rotors, either the main rotor or the tail rotor, not a lot of times they'll go down and the helicopters have
Blackburn.
to either auto-rotate out of there or they'll just crash. So I think maybe a couple more HMGs, maybe another technical or 2.
No, I think 4 Dishkas and the technical is perfect for 3 helicopters and 2 BTRs. Because the technical counters the BTRs and the Dishkas counter the gunships. Because they have to stabilize the Mi-24s for it to be accurate. Because otherwise that chin gun is really difficult to use otherwise. So they just, do wild runs, and then Green 4 would wild run, or just spray back wildly on those Wild Weasel runs. But that Stinger, especially since they have more ammo for it, it's...
It nullifies the helicopters entirely, I agree.
Yep. I don't know. We don't see these types of rounds too often, but I would put money down that Green 4 is going to win this.
Yeah.
It's not one Stinger, though. They said the Stinger has additional ammo.
Green 4's setup is that they are going to be garrisoning this easternmost cache, and it looks like they're abandoning Firuzabad itself, opting to garrison in the mine area and the mountain range surrounding it. The fact that they're spreading out so much is pretty nice.
See, I could understand them doing an all eggs in one basket approach on the mountain because it's on a high area. You can put guys on the mountain sides and completely cover any way for the BTRs to get out. But they are sending groups over to cover the other AO far, so I don't get it. Again, one of the things I really don't get the strategy going on, so...
Yeah, and what I would have done personally is hold Firuzabad in the mines and then also have a little bit of a force where the road splits off on the east, just inside the safe start area, where it goes southwards at easternmost cache. There's this little village up here, prime real estate with a bunch of 3 stories and 2-story buildings. Prime real estate for setting up a bit of a blocking force to dissuade any push this way. But we do have, on that same eastern side, we have the 50 Technical and the Stinger team ready to push out, and
I don't know why the Stinger is going to push out. I understand the technical, but the Stinger pushing out is a very dumb idea, because that's going to open up the rear flank for Op 4 to deploy troops, and you got to keep the Stinger on defense. So, sorry, go ahead.
I think what they're doing with the
Conundrum, thanks for the 6-1 resub.
Trying to push up to get an early strike on it. If, like you said...
How do you get an early strike on helicopters that are just going to fly on the northern side of the AO? And Sorry, I'm just...
No. I understand what you mean, but if they go to Falar, they go up in the mountain ranges and get up in those mountains, Taliban style, especially using the mobility of a technical, they can, deploy, shoot, and scoot.
No, okay, I'm going to tell you right now what Op 4 is going to do. They're going to take those helicopters, because they do have a group mounted up in the Mi-8 already. They're going to deploy southwest of Firuzabad, right on the border in that valley, and move them in. Or they're going to deploy in the little SSR, tying into the MSR, to the left of that mountain peak at 2429. I would put $5 down on that, because anywhere else is too risky. They could also try the hill on 2502, banking on the fact that Green 4 won't push out that far, but that's even riskier. I really don't understand why the Stinger is going aggressive here, because when has a helicopter directly flown from the AO to the objectives? Never. They always go on the edge of the AOs.
I'm saying that's what I think their mentality is. They're trying to go for a mobile, aggressive play with a 50 cal on the Stinger.
God, NA's just pissing me off tonight.
Catch them off guard. But yeah, I absolutely think that they're going to go like we've seen in most FNF fights. With a helicopter, the helicopter's going to need to go far west outside the play zone or far east outside the play zone, come around the back end, drop troops off, use the mountain range to their advantage. I just made an op for in this whole area revolving around AA in these mountains. So yeah, you'd want to use almost fold a gap scenario, use the terrain to your advantage as best you can to break any kind of lock from a Stinger missile.
So someone in my chat bringing up that you can, on the back pocket, the guy with the Stinger could use his AA from that back seat where he's turned out. Why are they going in that direction? I could understand if they wanted to be mobile with the AA piece. I actually would agree that that's a good idea. If they were on the southern part of Firuzabad on this high ground to, overwatch and defend against a back cap. Or if they heard the choppers going in a direction that they want to pursue with an off-road, and they have the AA guy turned out in the back facing forward to shoot down a helicopter while the vehicle's driving, but pushing it up the center of the AO, up where Falar is not the play to do, because again, they've no one in FNF has ever flown a helicopter down the middle of the AO. It's way too risky, especially with the Stinger in play. You're going to see those helicopters literally immediately bank to the left or right of the AO, go out of bounds, and give a super wide berth because they know that there's a Stinger. So committing the Stinger into the middle of the AO first off, and then second off, like, as an offensive weapon against an asset that can literally fly out of bounds is dumb. I'm going to say is dumb.
No, I absolutely agree with you again. It's a flawed strategy, but we might see something work if, say, it cuts and then I'm gonna assume, so I'm not even gonna say from their shoes, but it might cut just southwest instead of just going north out of bounds and staying out of bounds for as much of the trip as possible.
That's a good point, Yash. I'm gonna quickly look around.
And say, if they're going southwest, go to Nagara, or if they're going southeast, go to Emirat. You know, kind of cut the corners a bit. That would leave them exposed to that kind of play. I don't see that entirely happening, but we're just gonna have to wait and see what they do. If they go up into the mountains very, very quickly and get those eyes onto and get a good, or try and get a good lock at least. Because those Huns should have active radar, don't they?
There's only one launcher. No. Depending on the model, it won't have active radar, or it'll be a really shitty one. I'm quickly looking around. I believe in the brief they only said the Stinger got additional missiles, but not additional launchers. There's only one. So if they had two, then I could understand one being offensive and one being defensive. But they don't. They only have one. So again,
with extra missiles.
Committing it aggressively, I'm just gonna shut up about it.
No,
I've said my piece. I hope I don't piss anyone off watching this VOD back on the YouTube channel, but it's a dumb call.
Hey, you know,
I'm sorry, Twig King. I'm sorry.
See what happens as the mission starts.
All right, let's see. Where are the helicopters going? Look at that. They're going to go north, out of bounds, and then do a wide fucking berth around the AO. Whoa, who would have guessed? Isn't that amazing?
It's still like slowly spooling up for me because of
that's a glitch with most helicopters. If you're not there to watch the render of the tail rotor spin up, then whenever you actually go and see it, even if it's flying, it'll start the rotors up for you. Because, you know, haha, Arma funny game.
And yeah, they're already out of bounds north. Looks like they're heading east. So, and to their credit, the Stinger teams are heading that way. The two tacticals, I should say.
So what this means is they are going to deploy on the far eastern side, right on the MSR, and run the infantry up the road, get some guys on the Overwatch Hill, and they're going to start with the bottom right cache first, which is another decent call there. It's a little more open, though, but I can also understand it because they don't want to risk getting caught in the valley. But even then, that's a bit of a tough call, in my opinion. Like, either strategy would work.
Abandoning Firuzabad, like that, I mean, almost having like setting themselves up for this similar thing that's going on now.
They're worried that it'll turn into a kill zone, I think. Range of Stinger is a click and a half. That would be my guess, but I could be wrong.
Yeah,
you know?
If either the north objective or the south objective were to fall back and react to that, then yeah, they could set up a kill zone themselves onto Firuzabad. I could see that. The 50 Technical has set up on the mountain range at 2326.
You got to remember, though, they're limited. Their render distance is also limited.
Yes, it is
so,
a lot shorter than ours.
Yeah, like... yeah, helicopters, super wide fucking berth. I do like this position, though, for the technical. But they're not even in a position to overwatch the road. What are they doing? They're committing the technical to AA duty as well. Hold up. Whoa. No. Let me eat my fucking words here. Buckets is going to run over and watch the road. But from this position, there's no good way for the technical to come down because it's going to make a dirt trail. And Op4 is probably going to be patrolling proper 360 here.
Maybe. Does the BTR have infantry on top of it? Like standard Russian doctrine? No. So visibility is definitely going to be limited on it. Its awareness, I should say, is a better way to put it. But yeah, I think that they're going to spot it and it's going to be way too late by the time they move to a change. But it looks like he has spotted movement. Yep, he absolutely
Yeah,
has.
so far I can't even see the items rendered here. OPFOR, with those helicopters are so far away, I'm not even getting unit pop-ups. Like,
Oh, Jesus, yeah, they're solid.
Yeah.
5 clicks out of bounds east.
they're close to the actual edge of the map.
They absolutely can do that with their helicopters. They just can't. They just can't land. If they set down, then they'll die in 10 seconds. But once that gets called out, then I imagine that they'll be very quick to react, especially with those technicals. And yeah, the 50 cal technical, it has repositioned, but if it opens up here, it's signing their own death warrant. I don't think it is.
Green 4 has a good defense line, especially if OPFOR were to turn and go into Falar first, but... Yeah, to do a wide flank, but instead, OPFOR is just going to go right down Main Street because they know that this AO is pretty limited. And OPFOR are about to get the helicopters in right on that edge on the map board. You got one of the Mi-24 slowing down. Mi-8 going to go in first to deploy units, flaring off as well as the 24's Overwatch. So that was the other route.
Shots coming down on the BTRs as they dismount. They dismounted right in sight of Bravo 1.
Of the Dishka. OPFOR returning fire. Now would be a good time for that technical to come in and harass them on the rear, which I believe Charlie 1 is already doing. They're trying to get onto... Well, okay. That's going to be tough for them to do. They don't have a scope on that Vic. But I think they're just trying to find an angle where the 50 cal can just, I guess, try to hit the BTRs from range so they can be better secured.
And
I got that 50 cal coming in. Firing right into that large group of OPFOR, but it is slightly high. They've got a guy turned out to watch the fire here. You got immediately Kevin is returning fire with his machine gun. And Green 4 is going to mount up in that Vic, and no, Green 4 actually lost a man to that machine gun barrage. Wow. Amazing.
He was the initial spotter. He got murked.
OPFOR now firing back at Green 4 with their coaxes.
The Stinger team is still way up north. The helicopter teams have dropped off their guys on the south side, and they're pulling around now. Also going to try and start doing some orbital patrolling and just harassment. But yeah, like you said, Stingers, the Stinger team, they
Gunners down right here.
Bought into the feint a bit.
OPFOR has remounted those BTRs, and they are pushing in even closer to Firuzabad, and they're going to bypass all of these Green 4 defense lines.
This is what I was afraid of.
I'm confused.
Of the steepness of these mountains. Not just how tall they are, but how steep they are.
What the hell is Gorski doing?
It really limits the effectiveness of a position up on these mountains. I'm seeing multiple HMGs up on top of here. I'm going to assume the other two on the other side of the mine, but that's not going to allow Green 4 to surround the OPFOR force more. It's going to allow Red 4 to drive a wedge between the two Green 4 groups and allow them to divide and conquer in a weird, twisted way.
Red 4, I believe, is going to dismount right before they enter Firuzabad. That would be the smart thing to do, but no, they're going to Thunder Run right in. That is incredibly risky.
Well, they have infantry on top, so they have a bunch of eyes, and they're not seeing anything, so they're moving in. Command for Green 4 is on that hill to the southeast. I've seen them pull in, so I'm assuming he's going to call...
Matt team...
Explosive charge goes off in the mine. Two of them destroying the barracks building, and they are lucky that that did not destroy the guardhouse as well. And it also blew up a truck.
Matt team just fired off a stinger on the Mi-8. Mi-8 is on fire and pulling back to base. And it's dead.
Did they add freestyle crashes as well?
I believe so, because of that fire script. I don't know. Okay, the Mi-24s are flanking around to the south. I think that Mi-8 was just heading back to base, though, or being bait.
Red 4 X-Ray is still harassing that 50 cal technical, and they may see that Stinger team as well. I'm not sure. Red 4 has dismounted in Firuzabad itself. And they have breached into the barracks building, and they do have eyes on the cache. So that should be going any minute now, as Command is lobbing GP-25s into Red 4 infantry and actually landing really fucking close.
Good shots.
I know, right? I don't think that was effective because just where it landed specifically, but an inch or two in a different direction, that would have landed a bunch of shrapnel.
If Green 4 can properly reposition their force right now, they can force this Op 4 group to be in a kill zone. The issue, though, is in doing that, they're going to probably pull defensive units away from the southern cache to the southeast, and that Op 4 that Op 4 pincer is going to come in and overpower that AO. So the real fight is going to end up being in the mine. But with Op 4 having those two BTRs, it's going to make this AO really difficult.
Lusad has a 4-man deep technical running towards the airfield on the northern side of town, or northern side of the AO.
Okay.
I don't know what they're expecting to find there. But
I think they're doing a run in case Op 4 didn't take helicopters. Because they've only successfully spotted the Mi-8. They didn't spot the Mi-24, so I think that's 4 people being sent to potentially commandeer two Mi-24s.
That is a fair assumption.
I would bet. At least just a check, you know, but there is an Mi-24 visible if Green 4 is looking southeast right now. There is a defensive line looking in that vector. They should see it in their peripheral vision.
I still
yeah, Dreek is able to see it.
Barracks building at the mine, though. They blew up 2 trucks as well. I don't know why they did that.
I haven't really understood what's been going on in either of the rounds for NA. EU was great. EU was predictable. EU was fun. NA make my brain do the hurdy.
That's why we drink. And to add to that,
there goes the cache in Firuzabad.
South of the cache, Bravo Red 4 is pushing up in a gas.
Someone just got picked off.
Mountain goating. Actually, I think it's just the there's 2 guys in the fucking cabin.
Fucking, hold up real quick. Dishka for Green 4 just picked off the marksman for X-Ray in Op 4. Sorry, go ahead.
Oop. There goes the Mi-24 doing a gun run. But yeah, Bravo and Bravo 1 leads took a gas up the southeast mountain. And now they're face-to-face with Foxtrot 1, which has a PKM. Actually, PKP.
Oh, so you just had Bravo 1. V. Reznov trying to get a kill. They actually just picked somebody off. But hey, you know what would be really useful right now in the AO for Green 4?
A technical with a 50 cal?
I was thinking the Stinger, actually, because the Mi-24s are now doing gun runs unrestricted. But yeah, no, a technical could be nice, too. Yeah. I mean, granted, they are trying to pull that technical back. Hold up. Oh, wait. The Mi-24, by sheer dumb luck, is about to fly over the MAT group, which is just going to make them stop and dismount and try to shoot it down if they even notice, which they don't. But the Mi-24s might notice that vehicle right there, so it might stop and try to do a gun run on it. Off-roads definitely notice, and now you have the MAT gunner trying to get out. Because that Mi-24 is at a high angle, nope, he's going to mount back up.
Yep, and he's slow walking because he's trying to mountain climb. Oh, Lord. I don't know what to say at this point.
It's okay. The Stinger is going to reposition right now. It's going to be able to shoot down both of these 24s. That's going to nullify Op 4's advantage here. But in that time, God, that's such a sexy sound. We already have the pincer maneuver dividing here. 2 BTRs loaded to bear, coming up to engage the mine defense force, and the other pincer maneuver is moving to the other AO. And Op 4 is in such a great position to completely nullify Green 4's hard work. Also, look at Alpha 2's bunker for Green 4. They made a freaking prone bunker. I love it.
A prone bunker? Oh yeah. My Lord.
Look at the inside of that. Like,
it's being suppressed like hell by the BTRs, so I don't know how effective they're going to be. But yeah, they really weren't. Apart from that, I don't think they were.
Ooh! Stinger hitting Hotel 2's Mi-24 as the Mi-24 was trying to spray down on that Vic. They're also using the 50 cal to try to get some pot shots here. It looks like it was a weak hit, though. The engine is still up. It's just the tail rotor that's down. Another rocket goes in.
I think hit the tail rotor as well, but no flames, so it's going to be able to... Oh. Main rotor losing... Looked like it was losing power for a second.
Nope, that's a Doppler effect. That Mi-24 is still strong because subsequent hits on the tail rotor and Arma 3.
The rotor, the main rotor looks, to me at least, it looks like it's falling down, but no, I think it's doing all right.
They got to be careful there. Yep.
It's going to be a little auto rotate.
Pilot's got to be careful. Oh, the engine just died. No, they ran out of fuel. They ran out of fuel.
Yeah, that makes sense. They need to pull up and kill their airspeed, but no, they oh, as I say that. Oh. Little softer, little softer, little softer.
Like a glove.
Oh, whoa, what the fuck? Excuse me?
Like a glove. I don't know who's going to pick him up. I guess the other Mi-24 if it doesn't get shot down, but...
Yeah, all right. Props to them. They did the good.
All right, Green 4 and Op 4 in long-range engagements to the southeast as a third of the force is pushing up on their own, I guess, to open up an angle for the other forces to come up the MSR, I guess.
Yeah, is heading towards it, and I think it actually was able to skirt around the map team well enough. Stingers was looking in that direction, but I don't think it could get a lock before it went out of render distance. Meanwhile...
or range. But yeah, no, they're going to go over and pick up the other group and potentially redeploy them. Meanwhile, both BTRs... Yep. Wow.
I mean, they're just pushing right up here. Where is an RPG going when you need him?
He just tried to fire, but he was short. I just watched one of the guys on top of the BTR switch seats as soon as a GL came in.
Oh my god.
Oh, and there's the Dishka now turning people into Swiss cheese. If these guys just run in and shoot the cache to shit, which they're already doing. There's 2 PKMs mag dumping the cache.
We actually had a fire incident.
This is a sacrifice play. And there goes the cache.
Yeah, Private 2 Lee absolutely just fucking gunned down Zope, and now he's getting gunned down trying to wake him back up. And Zope does wake up, actually. Lucky bastard. Yeah,
all right, Green 4 needs to remount and redeploy to the other cache after they gun everyone down here, but...
So, oh, one of the BTRs is actually cooking off.
Yeah.
I assume it's GLs. So this, yeah, like you said, is a bit of a suicide play, but with the amount of forces on the south side of the southern cache, this is still very much doable for Red 4 now, even without those 2 BTRs. The 2 technicals are now coming in from the north, going to be coming in on the south side since that the cache of the mine has been taken out.
If they didn't blow up the barracks building, those I don't think Op4 would have checked that small building. They would have gone for the barracks instead. So
it was more of a, at least from what I saw, their physical reaction was, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, we're under fire, get into cover. So they ran in there and went, oh shit, the cache is here. But yeah, if the barracks building was still up, they absolutely would have went to search that as well. That would have been their main thing. But because it wasn't, they just went into the guard building and then, you know, all was well. Oh no, BTR no, BTR no, BTR no! Roof BTR!
Cooking off BTR!
Cooking off, actually...
Did it, let me guess, it armored itself with the other BTR.
It didn't, because it's first person only, it didn't see that the BTR behind it was blown up, so it just backed up into it, and then actually did a nice kickflip onto the roof before falling down and fucking up its engine. Yeah, Severe and Jane Saunders are both alive in it, though.
Now it is up to the other half of Op4's force to get towards that cache and demo it before Green 4 can reposition those forces, take internal garrisons of the final cache site, and basically hold the position. AT, beautiful shot on the building that Green 4 is in, but it's not going to really deter them. And then the 2 Bravo guys up on the hilltop started engaging when in reality I think they should have tried to sneak in here. Second AT shot going in on that building that made them maneuver a little bit. I'm just at a loss for words here.
I am too. Yeah, this is both misplays on both sides. but in the best way possible. Like, with Green 4 moving that mat team way out north,
it's gonna be short.
They were nowhere near the helicopters when they went to land. Weren't even like spotted when they landed and dropped off their infantry. Now
24 coming over, doing a gun run.
Where's that mat team? Need to pull out that stinger. No, they've mounted up. They've been mounted up again. And he might be able to get a missile out. Oh, get the fuck out. Get out of the way of the stinger.
Do I even want to know?
Just standing like they're fucking vanilla Arma AI. Just standing in the way of the stinger, so now he's not going to be able to get a lock, and it's going to get away scot-free again. Alright, nah, I'm with you. I'm at a loss for words.
So Op 4, I don't see them getting into this third cache site before Green 4 remounts and comes into here, because all of the forces that are coming in have decided to push against the infantry. That central group in the tree line should have just tried to smoke in advance. Instead, they started engaging. But then again, with that Green 4 Delta Force right there, they wouldn't have been able to get in without being shot. So I think at this point, Green 4 is going to be able to hold Op 4 coming in, and then the rest of the force is going to remount and whatever Vics are still up from the mine and take the additional 5 minutes to get into this AO. I'm going to quickly go over here just to check. They do have 2 to 3 gases right here. They have 3 gases that are still functional, and they can mount up and do it.
Severe's actually dumping rounds into them with the 14.5 and the PKT. He's popping tires on all of them so they can't maneuver. He's the last one standing over here in that BTR.
Smart.
Smoking.
Very smart. He needs to shoot the engines out of them too. But that's a very smart play by Severe in there. Yeah.
Yeah, Severe. He's taking 1 wheel off of each of the gases.
To be expected.
And they each should have a spare, but yeah, if you can take 2 off of each, or take out the engines like you said, that'd be big. You have Robinson trying to mag up the top of the turret with his AKM, but that's not going to do anything. Yeah, he gets the distance to try and pop it with GLs or something.
Honestly, good on Severe for giving Op 4 the best chance here to maneuver, but I don't see Op 4 going in. Honestly, what Alpha needs to do for Op 4 right now, which is on the southernmost side, they need to reposition, come up this valley on the southwestern side, and then push into the AO from there, because they need to maneuver, because they're just getting stuck here and getting shot from range, and that's not going to be helpful.
Absolutely, yeah. That southwestern flank on that southern objective is going to be the key for getting on top of the Foxtrot 1 group and getting shots down on them. Taking more than a few licks. And here comes that MI8 or MI24 again, strafing the line now.
So the reason it's over here now is because it is trying to harass Green 4 so they don't leave this position. That's a very smart call there. And we also have the X-ray group for Op 4 trying to get up on a high point again to continue harassment of Independent so they cannot maneuver. Trying again to buy all the... Stinger got it?
Stinger got it.
Alright.
I barely even heard it. But yeah, that's that hind down. So that's all the support assets for Red 4 taken out of commission. And yeah, this now is looking more...
No. Op 4 is doing that maneuvering, but the one group that could counter them, the X-ray group with the marksman, is going to start picking them off in the open. And unless Op 4 gets some lucky headshots here, it's not going to go too well. Mega here doing a tactical spin to avoid bullets as machine gunners fire back, but no cover in the open. Actually, hell, oh wait, no, that's a rock. Never mind. I thought one of the Green 4 guys got picked off, but...
This isn't Iraq, this is Pakistan.
Thanks, Patrick.
No problem, SpongeBob.
I mean, we still have plenty of time for this round, but at this point, Green 4 still getting harassed by the BTR. He's killed a 5th guy, literally on top of the...
Yeah, no, they haven't been able to mobilize...
Is that because there's no AT here?
I'm assuming so.
Amazing.
With any kind of AT.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, none of the guys coming down from the mountain have one. Like I said, their best bet is
to
get someone with a GP25. no one around here has an RPG-26. It's literally just GP-25s.
With Green 4 distracted there, Op 4 still has a chance here. They could rally and break through on one of the spots because Delta only has 3 guys on that defensive line. And we're seeing Charlie 2 now coming up the MSR. They're going to actually go into the AO and form a defensive line there as Alpha continues to push around to try to get up at MSR. So
I think they're actually able to take the gun down because it's looking like it's in that down forced elevation position, but I'm not sure. And now it's popping countermeasures, so I think that's the case. Yeah, he hops out and he's making a break for it. As Platoon 1 HQ in the bottom of the hill, there's a second guy in the BTR. Jane Saunders actually got back up.
He's dead. No, he's not.
Yeah, well, might as well be. He's drawing all that fire.
Are you fucking kidding? What a Chad. What an absolute fucking Chad. I cannot believe he got the headshot. Whoa. Oh my god. So Jane has mastered the high ground. And he's dead. Never mind. Alright, GG. It's because someone else got on the high ground with him and put him in his place.
Lord oh fucking mighty. But well done by Jane, and even better done by Severe.
Oh.
Now to say that Severe's taking fire.
Severe is in the open and dead. Alright, well, now...
He was in the open, but he was in a...
He was exposed on his angle, and that's why he was picked off.
Yeah.
Now, Green Force Smart, they will... Actually, we have a... all the trucks only have 1 wheel taken off, so they just need to remount here, but there's only a few guys here. That huge number of people has been whittled the fuck down. Ah, yay.
And even though Severe only got 4 people, he's effectively crippled the rest of the Green 4 guys over here. Because he shot all the wheels off, I think they were able to repair 1 and book it. It actually looks like they were able to repair 2. Well, I'm not sure at this point, but he's done a great job and provided a great effort for Red 4's attack.
So, Green 4 X-Ray pulled back, mounted up in the off-road, and drove back. Alpha for Op 4 spotted the Vic, and now they're trying to maneuver away from it before that marksman can get out and start firing at them again. Meanwhile, Platoon 1 HQ for Op 4 is trying to move to X-Ray's previous position.
Man for Green 4 is running away from the mountaintop because the 50 cal technical got overrun by Red 4 and is now in Bravo 1 for Red 4's hands.
Dude, the marksman pulled back because where Platoon 1 HQ is for Op 4, there's 3 dead Green 4 bodies. So the guys that got ambushed and exposed managed to still pick off 3/4 of X-Ray. God damn. What is this?
Content.
Alright, it's still going to come down to the CQC in the last objective. There is 24 minutes left in the AO here. Op 4 has 3 different flanks coming in. Green 4 has repaired those trucks and is remounting additional guys, so it will be able to bring in an extra QRF in about, I want to say 4, maybe 5 minutes. 2 for them to regroup, and then 3 for them to come uphill to this area, but I don't think Op 4 is going to be able to get to this cache site in 5 minutes with the defensive force. Alpha is going to be the first to get on this ridge and get in close because I don't think anyone on Green 4 is watching the rear here. They're all too busy focusing on Charlie and Bravo elements pushing in. So really nice 3-way attack here. And Alpha, I mean, they already proved their fucking selves, taking out the marksman team at range. Except for the actual marksman himself, who was forced to pull back. But god damn, who's in Alpha? Mito, veteran player. I've seen him. Pronix, also veteran player. Jello, not really know about, but Misu, also veteran player. So no surprise there.
Oh, yeah. Misu with on 3 kills as well.
Probably the 3 kills on X-Ray. Not surprised. Again, one of the, I would say, in the top 10 for best players in FNF.
Sergeant Brennan, I can make a Ram Ranch reference there, but I'm not going to.
Amazing.
But he's exposed himself off his right flank. If he gets spotted by this Alpha team, nope, he gets suppressed and he falls back. Because of the efforts of the Charlie 2.
Alpha's going to sneak into that building and kill them all. Because no one's pulling that rear security. Mito on point. Hopefully with a full mag.
Yeah, hopefully, but he's going to push into an open door and an easy kill.
Fucking caught him in the reload, and both of them are using AK, so I'm not sure if Tell me if the second story's reacting, because I'm in Mito's first person right now.
I am as well, actually, but they are not. That's a machine.
Dead.
Down.
There's the reload. And he's heading back downstairs.
Oh. Guy, he's heading downstairs with his binocs out, sees his buddy is dead. I think he's going to try and pick up the PKP.
Op4 just fired a random GL round at Charlie. It's going to be short, though. I think because they think there's enemies firing at them or something. Now they're trying to medic up, not realizing that they got flanked.
Yeah, I think they just think he got domed and they're going to try and wake him back up, but when your legs are like that, you're not waking back up.
But Op4 didn't fully clear the building because they were worried about getting suppressed, so...
Yeah, which I wonder what kind of local comms are being said right now, as Brennan, still with his Vector 21 out, is going to the bottom floor. Oh, come on. Are you kidding? Weren't you just saying that these guys were veterans and like really good at the video game?
Green 4-man's gonna turn around and go, wait a second.
Well, that's one, and Pronix has... He's now the last remaining member, and he's taken out.
This is why we fully clear the buildings that we find bad people in, or else they find their friends dead and they come and kick your ass.
I'm gonna drink the rest of my wine because he
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
There's still a chance with Charlie and Bravo, but at this point we have the garrison from the other force coming in. We got Hotel 2 coming in. There's a machine gunner, though, chilling. I give up. Barb, I'm going to be honest with you about something. He's still chugging his thing, I bet. I really don't know what to say. We've got Charlie 2 and Bravo still right here. They're going to push in. I assume that M2's out of ammo, otherwise Op4 would be using it.
So yeah, I honestly think Command and F1's for Green 4, that move right there might have honestly saved them the round there.
Yep.
Because of how displaced everyone else is. I mean, with Green 4 reinforcing stuff here on this northwestern ridge.
Yeah, I don't know if I will, Yash, in all honesty. This is killing me.
It's really, like, looking worse and worse as time goes on. Sorry, I'm good.
It's fucking drinking.
I say that, though, we do have a little fire team. Who are these guys? War Dog, Tom Cruise, the legend himself, and Liquid, pushing up on kind of down low. If you take a look at the map and see where the whole area is for them to search, we see that it's this area south of the the SSR and west of the other SSR that I guess would qualify more as an MSR. But if you take a look at what they've actually been able to reinforce, it's very obvious where the cache building is because they got a whole like setup. Oh my god, yeah, that's pretty obvious where it is. So I think they know where to go.
Yeah, so this marksman's come around. Night Owl, he was walking backwards so he could recover stamina as he was moving uphill. Alright, so we have Charlie 2 folding in on the cache site. I believe Delta is going to be overwatching from those windows. It's also watching the southern group where Op4 was previously. If they were to look over to the western side and directly cover the cache, they'd be able to get 2 free kills, though, because that is Novix and King moving up. Novix, I know, is a really good player. Meanwhile, another group of Op4 have mounted up in a house here, and they are doing their best to try to push through. Ooh. AT coming in on a building, close to the cache site.
Quick a guess.
Well, they're just firing at where infantry are because they have no idea where the cache is. They only have that area on the map. Meanwhile, Green 4 does know where the cache is itself. And my voice is going. So Op 4 does have their, Independent has the marksman that's come back, but he is getting shot at by Night Owl here. Night Owl doing his best to land a hit as Mass is just bobbing and weaving, getting in the driver's seat. GL landing a few meters short there as Grenadier is going to pull away. And you have another guy, Sholand here on 4 kills, trying to possibly move up there to line up a shot. I don't know. Ooh, who is this? Is this Novix? Nope, it's King coming around. Also, Novix is actually joined with 2 more elements of Charlie 2. Flux also coming around. We could see Op 4 still clutch this. Again, I'm going to be really impressed if Op 4 wins because everything was stacked against them. It's just Green 4 did not play their units right, in my opinion. But hey, that's what happens in FNF. Sometimes you don't get the roll you want. But I will say, Op 4's AT hits tonight on buildings, especially on buildings with garrisons, have been absolutely perfect tonight. One AT guy's been 4 for 4 in his shots. Otherwise, you got King breaching, clearing that building.
All the way to the top as well.
And Night Owl is still focusing on hunting that sniper down, and he is bypassing Green 4 guys that are going to his position, trying to find him. That's funny.
King now has a battle buddy.
Yep, that is Novix, I believe. Nope, it's Flux that's joined him. And I think they just dropped a guy.
Yeah, I think they dropped him either through the door or through the... No, yeah, through the door.
Nice shot. Yeah, seeing that little silhouette.
Oh, yeah, it's cracked open.
That guy has an AT stick, and they found the cache, and they're going to start mag dumping it. Green 4 runs down with a handgun. I guess the machine gunner's out of ammo.
Maybe, and Flux has that RPG 42.
He does, but he is stuck. So all he needs to do is get down there and RPG it. Hold up.
That was a misplay.
Lamau. Well, he thought there was only one guy over there, so it makes sense. Grenade being thrown in. All right, Flux, commit GG on the cache. Wow.
He takes him out with that frag from the other side of the room. Amazing. Well done. Oh. Yeah? Yeah, Gonzo? You're just going to take him out like that? Like it's nothing? That's amazing. But yeah, Op 4 is going to take this. No one's left here to defend this. Was that King? Please tell me that wasn't.
Pick up the RPG. What? Who's throwing grenades?
That absolutely was King.
I can't fucking...
Did he actually just clear that shit out?
Please, RPG it, RPG it, RPG it, RPG it. Please tell me you're not out of RPGs.
What a frag. What a frag.
Thank you. Yes.
There he is.
Yes. 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 Shoot it. I fucking hate everything. I saw the headshot too. I can't. Why? Why?
How did they take this back? How did they take this back?
Literally, the thing to blow it up was on... Barb, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was gonna play NA3. I'm not gonna play NA3. I'm done. I was legit gonna play NA3. I asked Nemesis during EU if I could play with Scandy Recomp. They're still around for NA3. I'm just gonna wait for EU.
Another day. Wait for another day. Because today is not the day.
I don't even want to shoutcast round 3. Watching both of these rounds has made me sad. And that's...
This is why I drink. The drinking makes... It replaces the sad with happy.
I'm so mad.
They took that back.
I'm so mad.
They took it back. They took it fucking back. Oh, and by the way, in case you didn't realize, wait, who...
fucking took the beat down. I'm done. I'm done. Fuck it. Fuck this. Fuck.
This really do be a bra moment, though. Oh, Pickles got back in it. It flipped back over. Pickles recovered it. Staff Sergeant Pickles.
What am I doing with my life?
I ask myself that every day.
I can't.
The voices tell me it's okay. Now we do still have what, about 17? No, 12 minutes. About 12 minutes left. So there's still time for the rest of these forces to mount.
You're telling me there's 12 more minutes of this. No.
Yeah, because they're just hanging out. They're hanging out
No,
on
please, no. I don't want 12 more minutes of this.
I know lasting 12 minutes is a far cry for you, but I want you to, okay?
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna answer the age-old question. EU is better than NA. Change my mind. So far for 2021, EU is better than NA, and that is my official ruling.
I can't give you a fucking answer for that now, can I? Plus, I saw some bullshit. Hey, let's not forget that in EU we also saw vehicles ramming into each other as they were setting off from base. We had lots of friendly fire incidents.
You didn't see an AT guy run into a cache and start mag dumping it. You didn't see dudes run into a cache and mag dump instead of seeing the fucking RPG-26 picking it up and hitting the objective. The fucking AA guy wanted to go aggressive against helicopters, so he went down the road, forgetting helicopters can fly away from the road.
Gorski got plinked off the side of a mountain, by the way. He's on 3 kills, and he got plinked by some dirt farmer in the middle of bumfuck Takistan.
No, Gorski's up.
Oh, did he wake back up? Good for him.
Yeah, he did. I know, I'm just messing with you. I'm just...
Hey.
This is giving me depression. I'm a depressed igloo now. Alright, now you got Mags with 4 kills suppressing.
Just took place.
There's only...
10 minutes. X-rays now coming in. They're...
Point Man and who is this other guy? Guy Fieri sending someone to Flavortown here as this battle for the MSR is going. Grenades getting thrown. Come on, Guy Fieri. Send the rest of them to Flavortown. You missed. Fieri, you missed. Come on. Never mind. The dude decided to... can't.
Was that
I can't.
A drive-in, a diner, or a dive? What would you say?
I believe Green 4 took a dive right there. That's for fucking sure.
Understandable. And I mean, we still have 9 minutes now, and it's looking feasible. It's looking possible. I'm not gonna say much more than that, because holy shit, we've both been cursing this entire fucking play session. But it's possible.
Got 29th Eagle. I'm gonna get so much flack when I post this in the NA channel in 2 days. They're gonna go, wow, Liru really cussed at everybody. I'm like, yeah. Compare this to EU. I'm fucking... I don't mean to sound like I don't mean to sound this much of a salty asshole, but I swear to God, what's happened today?
Hey, it's New Year's Day. It's a new year. It's a new day. It's a new life. Let's get it.
Don't get me wrong. There's going to be a lot of highlights of this, but I can't.
And if you want to see those highlights, you should go to Liru Shenanigans channel on YouTube and subscribe.
BTR came back.
Yeah, I told you they unflipped it.
Yep. But there is an AT guy for Green 4 right here. Does he still have a stick? No, he does not.
Did someone pick up the RPG-42 that was dropped on the doorstep?
Barry just tripped on a... No, Point Man just tripped on a bush.
No, they're...
Guess he was bleeding? No, because there... Okay, no, there is a little bit of blood around. Yeah, you can see a little blood trail. He didn't bandage himself when he knocked out. He got knocked out because of blood loss, and now Fieri's trying to bring him back up. But... I just...
I can't wait for BTR Kun to really just do some work on the Green 4 One-sans.
Mags, BKP, firing in. Honestly, if the BTR just fires in the 14.5mm, there's a high chance they can just cook off the cache from range. Now, I don't know if there's a marker down, but... Hey, what? What? Is the gun disabled?
No, no.
Did maybe Severe burned all the ammo in it, and that's why they dismounted it earlier? That has to be the reason. That has to be the reason.
Pickles is coming back in it now. I think he was just establishing contact.
I think Pickles is just figuring out that it has no ammo. No? Yes? Maybe?
We'll see.
Shoot them, Pickles. Shoot them. Shoot them now. Yes! Yes, Pickles!
Now, the thing is, he has to shoot into the first floor. I'm seeing blood splatter, so he's getting some...
He's hitting people. He wants to... That's one of the biggest issues I think I've seen tonight. People have been going for kills when they need to be playing the objective. That's been the biggest issue tonight.
Sholin has an RPG-26. He's being surprised by the 14.5, but he has an RPG-26.
RPG's going in, that's great. Did I say RPGs? I meant grenades. H2 getting in gets a kill.
Oh, wow, yeah, and...
That's Flood, who's a pilot, by the way. Other doorway opens. And Pilot Man is still alive.
Oh, and they take down Mass. And Sholin gets the hit on the BTR.
Is he hurt?
But I don't think it was too effective.
Gunner's still up in there, and he's still firing.
Ooh, 14.5 nearly misses Sholin.
Please, Magda.
You saw that too. You saw that too, right? You saw that too.
I saw that. Why do you think I'm laughing?
He killed himself. He killed himself with that grenade. He killed himself with that grenade.
Someone shoot the fucking cache! You have it clear! Shoot the cache!
Please, end our suffering. End our fucking suffering, please, for the love of God.
Okay, wait, there's a charge on it. Yes! And that, I don't know who it was. There's no explosive demo guy there, but there. Awesome. Cool. Nice. Yay. Alright, I'm jumping downstairs. Can we just cancel round 3?
Right, I'm gonna say this now. That was the single best round of FNF I've ever played.
Wow.
Period.
Can there be a badge?
I mean, I just sat in a...
What team were you on?
Top 4.
Oh, that's why.
Can there be a badge?
I'm just having a massacre infantry dismantled by BTR.
Dude, I watched as Severe pulled off excellent BTR maneuvers and watched as Heinz just rolled line formation. It was beautiful. It felt like Afghanistan.
All right, can I get group leaders to post their numbers?
I like it. I was just like spotting out helicopters from like 2 clicks away, and I don't know how I did it, but I could see helicopters 2 clicks away.
I'm not gonna play, because if I play, I'm gonna be a salty motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Staring at this.
I don't want to ruin their fun, because clearly they're having fun. And I want them to continue having fun, but I don't want to be a Debbie Downer.
With my scope, and there's this tiny helicopter flying across my screen.
My God.
Magic man.
I'm glad they're having fun. That's the most important thing, but I am a salty motherfucker right now.
Ease off on the liquor, buddy.
You don't have a good voice either.
Well, practice, dog.
I'm like, I've been drinking tonight.
Let's see, you're singing.
You practice in the shower, not in the FNF chat.
Practice anywhere.
The country roads.
Larry sang Patsy Cline.
Take me home.
Nope.
He's hot micing with priority speakers so no one can speak.
There we go. I've moderated the channel.
4 is attacking.
What did you do to it?
Nothing.
Damn.
That's why we can have nice things. 29th is 10. Okay. All right. You have been attacking all night. Go Blue 4.
1-2-1, go Blue 4.
Same for defending, go red.
Yep, if you have defended all night, go Red 4.
29th goes red.
UDS red.
Get these numbers stabilized real quick, and then I will start getting everybody else slotted.
All right. New mission, new possibilities. New mission,
See you have Shoal and Eagle slot up.
new possibilities. New mission, new possibilities.
All right. As I call your community, if you ended up slotting up on another side, just let me know. Let me get Chad on blue.
We're gonna go in this with an open mind.
Let me
a
get
smile.
Zeus community red.
And we're gonna see these guys kill each other. That's all we need. Because I'm losing my sanity.
Let me get UPSC red. BPL will slot blue.
No friendly
SAG
fire.
will slot
There's
blue.
no vehicles for them to crash into each other.
Vital Scandi mix will slot red. Individual players slot blue. Myrmidon Legion may go red. No, blue. Myrmidon Legion, you're blue. If you are individual solo players, you all will be going blue. Myrmidon Legion, you will be going blue. There's a lot of you still not slotted. The Tau Scandi team is on red. All right. If you are not currently slotted, go blue. 1 RW. If you are still here, go blue. Yes, Centaur is on blue. All right, I need a company commander on Op 4, and I need a company commander on Blue 4. No, Blue 4 CO is not spoken for. Thank you, Colin. I need a company commander on... thank you, Second Lieutenant. All righty, Colin, 60 seconds. Get your company together.
Roger, copy. Let me just take a quick look here. Alpha 1, can you guys sacrifice somebody up to Alpha Squad Lead, please?
Sure.
Bravo, I need somebody on Bravo Squad Lead just to be on net.
I'll do it, yeah.
I don't care if you run as a super fire team, that's cool.
Yeah,
you want the first platoon lead?
Second platoon looks pretty good. I do need someone up in Delta Squad Lead. Maybe Logic Boy or one of the 121 boys.
Do you need a first platoon?
First platoon.
I do need a first
Sorry,
platoon.
what? Lee, move up to automatic rifle.
Sphere, that's cool.
What'd you say? What's this about Delta?
Delta looks good. All right, we're good. We're Gucci. Send it to up.
Oh, yeah, no. Severe
right,
did a
Drake.
power play last round with that stalling. It was great.
Drake.
think he muted.
Collapsing under the pressure.
Huh?
He's KIA.
You guys talking to me? Sorry.
Yeah.
Taking a quick look. Hang on.
Sideweight it is not anymore. At the start of slotting, I fixed it.
I just need somebody to take second PL. Volunteer for second platoon leader.
Jello, go to Alpha 1.
Anyone? Somebody from Delta?
Yes, we're still going to do dev stiff after round 3 until I feel like passing out.
Should be good to go.
Alrighty, well, let's push to map screen for the final round of the night. As always, we appreciate all of you all for attending the event. We hope that you have enjoyed the first event of the year. There are many more to come throughout the year. And hopefully we've set 2021 off on a good note for you. Let's get a brief from our mission maker, Mass, if you're here.
Yep, g'day.
Tiny Island.
It's a standard capture the flag, but the up 4 have already got the flag, so it's a bit different than that. So the blue 4 has to defend from up 4 trying to get it to the point. But I don't think blue 4 should try to. Well, I don't want them really
They
to.
can do whatever.
Camp it. It would be kind of cheesy. But yeah, there's no assets. Just you gotta stop up 4 to get the point there.
All right.
Here, Anderson?
Yes, please.
It's morning time and there is fog, but it will lift and it will get brighter. Even if Red 4 should be able to take the flag, it shouldn't be because it's outside the zone. Don't try to catch it before the safe start is over.
All right. Any questions from our company leaders?
Nope.
We walk in the hallway.
Oh, yeah. Alrighty. This is the last round of FNF for the night. Thank you all for coming. It starts right now. Right now.
So one flag CTF. Oh, no, not one flag CTF, but CTF. But the flag is already in control of the team that needs to capture it. They just need to bring it from their spawn to a point, which we are not aware of on the map screen, but we should be soon. I think. This one was a bit confusing, honestly, and the guy was like, "Oh, well, I don't want them to do it," and Nemesis was very quickly like, "No, shh, they can do whatever. They can do whatever." I'm just more confused why we haven't pushed in yet. As I said,
you just had to open your mouth.
Hey, well, good things happen when I open my mouth, you know?
No, they don't.
You sound... I'm sorry. Like, don't take this the wrong way.
I sound defeated.
You sound dead inside.
Yeah, I do.
I perfectly understand why.
All right, so Blue 4 has to defend this flag before Op 4 can capture it and deliver it somewhere.
Yeah, like I said, Red 4 has to capture it and bring it back to their point, but they've already got it, so it's almost like they need to. They start at point A and then they need to get it to point B.
God, I'm actually really glad I didn't play this round because it's like NA, like EU round 3 where there's no night vision, there's not a lot of good lighting, and they're probably not going to have flares again.
Can I get a bar 39 pog in the chat? Thank you.
Shut up. Ooh, I like the FAMASas though.
Yeah, when did we have those FAMASas? I thought the last time we had those was like we had to use the VHS 3s, whatever.
Like those are actual French rifles. All right, so
yeah.
this makes total sense. So Op4 starts with the flag because Blue 4 already ran away because they're French. Oh God! Obviously.
Surrender joke at the same
Obviously.
Time. This is why I love you. I'll see you in the locker room after this, buddy.
What?
Huh?
Sandusky, no.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yes, you need to delete the VOD.
If the VOD isn't already deleted, I've been streaming for almost 8 hours now, so if the VOD is not deleted by now, there's a problem, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Only is that not okay? That is a pull. That is like reaching into like the pages of history and ripping a page out to make that fucking line.
Well, Sandusky did reach somewhere and pull on something, but anyway. All right.
I'm gonna do what the Chinese broadcasters did in that one like Overwatch thing and just like duck my head down off screen so they can't identify me afterwards.
Well, you already have a face cam, so that's a big oof there, champ. Anyway, Russians with what appears to be 5.45 rifles with PKMs and PKPs, RPG 26s. I would assume that the whatchamacallit man for X-Ray, let's see, has... that is not the guy I'm looking for. Here's the guy I'm looking for. Golf has a, yes, a gun, an SVD, that's the name. And, I would assume machine gunners, PKPs, Charlie 2, if it's even selected. There is no Charlie 2 selected. That or they're on the bottom. Nope, no Charlie 2. All right, no Matt team gun, so we'll never know what it was. Probably an RPG 32. Looking at Blue 4, they are French. Tout parle français, oui, oui. Anyway, no Charlie 2 either. And so there's no AT that's going to be thrown around this AO. Big sad. Otherwise, FAMAS is all around. We got some M24, excuse me. Wait. Well, no, actually, no, that makes perfect sense. Because one of them has a, Mountain, who's going to be the marksman for X-Ray team. He only has a holo sight, but that makes sense because, again, the ranges of the fog.
I wish you would notice a holo sight. Fucking degenerate.
Anyway, we have a carbon copy 249 for buckets as the squad weapon. Let me now look for a Charlie 1 team. Actually, that is the Charlie 1 team. Is a that might actually be a... I can't tell if that's 7.62 or 5.56. I forget the designation for that gun. I don't actually recognize it, which is rare, because usually I recognize everything.
Yeah, usually yours isn't good enough. What, who was
So we have mini-me's as the squad weapon, so that's definitely 5.56. I would assume what Buckets has is some sort of 7.62 machine gun, then.
1 second. Buckets is which side?
Charlie, Blue 4 Charlie 1 machine gunner. That has to be some sort of 240 Bravo with like a shaved scope.
Oh, wow, yeah, the icon for it is kind of fucked up.
It looks like a 249 though, but...
Yeah.
Well, alright, Foxtrot...
249.
There is no Foxtrot, he's the only... Okay.
Okay. Oh, no, Kevin has the same one. No, that's a mini-me.
Yeah, no, the squad level weapon is a mini-me, so that's... I know that's a 5.56 machine gun, but I don't...
Step out of the bush!
Buckets is just deep in there, man. Head first, in the bush. Chad is saying it's an FN mag, which is, yeah, basically a 240. All right, so it is 7.62.
Yeah, FN mag, it's, I mean, it's not even basically, it's literally is a 240. It's the same fucking model.
Oh, my brain's doing the hurdy. No, thank you. JK, baby. Sorry, I'm texting Bloodwing because I need to pick me up.
I'll pick you right up, baby. Like a fucking...
I know, you keep... What? What? Barb, go to horny jail. Right now.
I'll pick you up like a...
Horny jail right now. Go to horny jail. Go to horny jail right now. Bonk.
You're not my mother, but I do call you daddy.
Bonk. VOD's already been deleted. Brain damage has wee-woo. Ah, shit. It's already happened. All right, so I'll be curious to see where Op4 has to deliver that flag. Again, the marker for the flag taken okay, to put that in English, if you touch the flag and pick it up, your official marker will be updated. I think the roster said 150 seconds. So basically, every 2.5 minutes, Blue 4 will get pinged on where Op 4's position is. So Blue 4 has to hit them in transit to wherever Op 4 has to go to deliver that flag. But I would assume since this entire island is covered, we do have some fortifications on the bridge. So I would bet that Op 4 has to deliver the flag off the island based on these fortifications in the middle of the road. So, neat. Op 4 has to somehow sneak around with the flag, and Blue 4 has to basically ambush them. So, that should be interesting. Barb, you okay? Are you drinking?
I'm talking to my, no. We're talking to, well, first of all, yeah, when you bonked me, I actually went unconscious for a second, so.
Okay.
I'm just hoping that you didn't do anything with me in the 3 seconds that I was blacked out. But,
what?
We're talking now about, like, Japanese TV restrictions and how, like, ecchi and hentai, why they're not, like, why they're censored
Barb?
and everything. And
Hey,
why
Barb?
they're broadcast.
Barb?
Yeah, what's up?
It's okay. Never mind. Continue on your conversation. Thank you.
You asshole motherfucker.
Yeah, I regret it. Enjoy your day.
As you should.
Chat, I apologize for everything. Even though there's nothing I could have
You
done.
don't have to give me the silent treatment like, you
But
know,
I
like
apologize.
your Bloodwing or something, but okay.
What the fuck does that mean? What the actual fuck does that mean?
Oh yeah, like she hasn't given you the silent treatment every once in a while when you get a
I'm
little.
about to give you the silent treatment.
Is that where you stick something in my?
Why do you keep making it?
Because you're so easy. It's like you lob a softball at me and I just hit it out of the park every time with the horny bat. What are we even talking about now? What's up with the mission? They don't have any assets. It's just capture the flag.
Barb, you are now muted for 10 minutes.
I don't believe you.
You are now muted for 10 minutes. You are now muted for 10 minutes. Peace on Earth. All right, chat. So, anyway, honestly, because Blue 4 has to stay in this area, and I believe Op 4 knows that Blue 4 spawns there, we're probably just going to see Op 4 do a large group.
Hero boss you around. You hired him, not the other way around.
I never hired him. What? Yash just helps me with audio equipment.
No, I figured. Okay.
I don't really hire anyone. The only people I technically hire would be you for the editing stuff.
Oh, so the other things are... Oh, okay, never mind.
What?
Send in Goat Team 6 now. All the love.
Axe, thanks for the 8-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the ops. I hope you're staying safe on COVID, and I hope you're getting a kick at the fact that I think Barb has brain damage. I guess I did bonk him too hard with the horny stick, but... Or I don't even know what to call it anymore. I'm just... Round 2 broke me, and now I have to deal with this. And I'm, I can't hot mic mute him because I don't have, priority speaker. But...
Alright, I had my fun.
My
face hurts, but I've had my fun.
Why does your face hurt?
No, I'm not gonna say it. It's because I've been smiling at my own jokes, but I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So what are red for?
Russians.
Yeah, 545, 556. It's like a mirror match, like you always say. Yeah, that'll work. I don't know why they have RPG 26s though, since there's literally no vehicles.
Shock infantry plus template. Chat. We got 4 minutes here. Just
where Red 4 has to capture the flag, because
give me something. If you have a question, please ask it. But I need a break from Barb.
Yeah, last time we had a CTF mission, like we had to guess. I think it was on Roche, Germany too, and we just had to keep on guessing like what the fuck was happening.
Yeah, because we don't see where the turn-in point is. But I'd be willing to bet based off of the fortifications on the western bridge that the turn-in point is just past that bridge. So. Thing is, I don't know if Blue 4 knows that that is the place, and Op 4 doesn't know where the place is because they don't get that position marked until they actually pick up the flag. So, weird concept, but yeah.
Hey, weird concept for a weird round. And you can turn off your night vision. It's actually getting kind of bright out.
Oh, thank God. All right, so there is some proper lighting that's going to be done in this AO. Nice.
Yes. I mean,
what did I finish studying? Information systems, operations management, just as a go-around thing. Yeah, I guess he did go a little too hard on the drink. So, Russians, they've got that really nasty yellow and green camo. And then, what is Blue 4's camo here?
I think it's like a desert camo. So either way, they should be plenty visible to each other.
Well,
for better or for worse.
Yeah, in the darkened lighting, but it also depends if they go on some white silhouetted backgrounds on the mountainsides, because we do see some of that here and there, but...
Yeah, this Russian camo is pretty...
Is there another viewer base versus player base? It's TBA, because 700 keeps doing stuff.
Yeah, I don't see that blending in too well. It's too yellow. But we'll see what happens, if that even becomes a factor in this. As for actual potential capture zones, what do you think? Because there's a few like scattered things around. There's the town of Skelter up north, the town of Serval.
What, you mean where they gotta bring the flag?
Yeah.
Okay, stop being horny, because I've said this 3 times now. Actually, twice, so this will be the 3rd time. Look at the westernmost bridge.
Uh-huh.
Going off the, going into the main island from the small island, and tell me what you think.
Yeah, actually, a bunch of sandbags watching the bridge and the bunker at the tip. Yeah, that looks like a defensive place for them to hold out on. If the other side of the bridge is the capture zone, then Blue 4 will obviously get there first because they're a solid click ahead of them, and there are no transport vehicles, so that would make sense, but...
Okay. Oh my god, Op 4 got the flag!
Oh, whoa! No, it's over. I'm surprised they were able to take it now.
They just dropped the flag.
Yeah, I think Seo, like...
Oh my gosh, he dropped it, and now it is the French's national flag!
Do you know that actually was the French royal flag at one point? Legit, it was just a white fucking flag.
That makes sense.
I know, right?
You know what? I'm going to do this op in normal vision, just use my flashlight. I'm going to give away all their positions. Woo! All right, mission has started. Chupless is being the flag bearer, and he is running.
Yep, and like we imagined, the flag
capture zone, yep.
It's actually the near side of that bridge, which is a little surprising.
It makes sense.
Makes sense with how many sandbags and stuff are there, but yeah, so they got to make it...
flashlight does not show the players. No, it's my blind side.
In 50 minutes.
It's doable.
What's going to be more dependent on Red 4's victory is Blue 4's strategy. We're already seeing a bunch of them head north, which is away from the capture zone. I have about 2 squads.
Hey, Slim Jim Righto.
West towards it.
Rooting against your buddies, nice.
Yeah, a lot of them actually heading north, which is very surprising given the terrain, because they got to cross over this river real quick, and that kind of stagnates them, to say the least.
I'm going to be honest, looking at the map, there's not really any good places for Blue 4 to set up ambushes. It's all just guesses, so the best thing they can do is just send in a few guys with LRs to try to find where the main Op 4 force is going to be. Plus, their saving grace is every 2.5 minutes they're pinned on where the flag is, and then they just have to use that information to set up where the ambush is going to be. So sending this many guys to the far north already, I don't think is the best idea, because that's just a guess. You really have to operate on the intel you get and go from there, but we could also potentially see that Blue 4 just does a pincer maneuver here on the Op 4 attack, because with all those guys on the northern side kind of being kept in reserve, if they're not, used to be a flanking force, a blocking force for the flag, they can just, come behind where the flag is going and then attack it on the rear, forcing Op 4 to either keep pushing or try to fight them. But I don't know. I'm waiting to see the flag itself update here, because I want to get the full intel that Blue 4 would be having. But for now, I kind of understand where they're going here.
Update in about 5 seconds now, if my clock is correct.
Yep, all right, updated, and it is going south. So now we should see Blue 4 adapt that northern position and head south instead, realizing that that is not a good spot to be in, and they should set up some sort of southern ambush, probably around hill point 53 and 49, looking in that vector. Unless they do intend to use it as a flanking force.
Mm-hmm. I'm still, trying to discern why Blue 4 has this big old garrison up on the northern coast. They don't have any transport, but
Again,
I don't know.
If they aren't used as a blocking force, they can be held in reserve, and then they can hit the rear of Blue 4, because I'm assuming Blue 4 knows where the flag capture zone is. This wouldn't make much sense if they didn't. So they're setting up a fortification line at point 33, or excuse me, hill 33. And I have to assume, because Blue 4 is not reacting to the flag going south, that is just going to be a reserve force that's going to try to close the pincer here. The fear, though, is with Op 4's force here, they're just going to be able to punch through the southern group and get the flag to the capture zone pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much my concern, is that this whole 24 or so Blue 4 infantry are going to be way too out of position to be of any use. Because they spawned right at 090094, if they had garrisoned in the town of Serval and acted from there as a QRF to kind of be a QRF, that would be one thing, but they've really played into this, that they're going north, and they already know that they're going south. The flag should also update here any second now. We might see some new movement coming out from them as it goes further south.
Flag will update in 30 seconds.
Might also be expecting Red 4 to do a counterplay. Have the flag be lightly defended as a bigger force heads in the opposite direction, wiping out opposition, and as the flag carrier does a feint, doubles back, and then follows the path of the bigger force. I could see that being a possible counter strategy, but there's nothing to counter the main strategy.
Flag is about to update. There it is.
There it is.
Barb, I'm going to be honest with you. Any other night, I would say you're completely wrong, but after what I've seen tonight in NA, you could quite possibly be right.
That's the nicest thing I think you've ever said to me.
But Op 4 is going to... I mean, by now, Blue 4 should know that they are pushing the flag south. So...
Yeah, we
do have
Northern Little Peninsula looking east.
Daniel on Hill 51. I'm willing to bet he's putting an explosive trap down of some sorts. Just trying to find a good position to put it. Explosive traps would actually be really, really good for Blue 4 to do. If they were to pick a defense line and then send explosive engineers into places that Op 4 were to go onto, such as tops of hills or positions of cover, to try to fire back at the Blue 4 group, Blue 4 could easily get a lot of free kills with those satchels, so...
I didn't see him put down a satchel on that hilltop and get away very quickly. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just hidden in the grass.
Could be one in a bush, potentially, but otherwise, I don't know.
We'll see. I'm still just waiting to see any kind of reaction from Blue 4. We do have all the guys on Hill 32 down in the southwest looking in the direction of an approach vector. but the number difference is staggering. In this whole area of Isla Bohemia, you have a decent amount of concealment and foliage to work through, as well as very hilly terrain, going from, you know, sea level up to 30, 40, 50 meters. But there's
Slim, that's been the entire night. I've been confused on everyone's tactics for NA. EU was predictable,
forces.
which was nice, but...
Well, we'll just have to see. I don't know. It's gonna have to determine, or it's gonna matter on who sees who first.
All right, so Blue 4's Northern group, they're firing at X-Ray for Op 4 here, and I assume Blue 4 is just gonna overpower that position and completely annihilate them. But at the same time, I really do like Op 4 strategy here, where they have the flag going on the coast, but they also have a sizable force kind of pathfinding for them, grabbing the hills and looking around, trying to make sure that they can kind of spot any Blue 4 groups that could potentially be an issue.
Do they, real quick, do they have magnified optics?
No.
It's interesting. Yeah.
First blood going to Blue 4, because they just killed one of the X-Ray team members.
Yeah, Buckets got a kill on Green Shade, who was...
Buckets has been doing really well in the NA branch tonight. I'm going to be honest about that.
He absolutely has.
They're playing 40 chess.
And now, yeah, that flag is now walking on the southern coast. Like you said, the flag updated.
Yep, position updated again.
Yeah, and they should know now that...
Blue 4 is moving one of the northern groups now to the southern side, so they are adjusting with this marker. But they're still probably going to keep a large force here for what I can only assume is going to be a flanking attack on that main group. But they should start moving now. At the same time, no, they're not, because of the X-Ray groups. They're going to try to take out X-Ray, and then we're probably going to start seeing some movement.
Yeah, once they take care of X-Ray, and they see that there's no more movement supporting them, no other element there for Red 4 that went to try and save them, I can imagine them trying to push southeast through Serval, and maybe towards the Spokles ruins.
So we had Daniel giving some pot shots out on Mass, but he quickly gets some return fire put on him by Lusode and what I would assume Pointman, whoever had that machine gun.
Yeah, Slim Jim points this out in your chat. That's kind of what I think Blue 4 is doing. They're trying to think 2 steps ahead of Red 4, but Red 4 is thinking, 0 steps ahead and just going, yeah, let's just have 3, 4 fucking squads move up with the flag carrier and just have a big old mass of people to defend them as we push up along the coastline to the flag capture point. It's almost the acronym "Keep It Simple, Stupid" is coming to mind. I don't know if you disagree. Let me know, because I mean I'd be happy to.
I'm just confused.
And you gotta also imagine how many Euros are in this match. Do we have any Scandi or TSB guys still in here? Yeah, I see
Scandi's on Op 4.
Yeah, so they're just vibing.
So don't get me wrong, I actually really like Op 4 strategy here, having the Vanguard force, making sure that the coastal force is fine, but Blue 4 on the southern group has reacted well, but I don't know if they are trying to get eyes on the coast here too. Watch it come up. Flag was updated again to be on the coast, but it is kind of in the rear of the force.
That also, I want to say, as we get into contact, that does play into it, because they see that and they see the flag's position. They don't see the Red 4 force 500 meters in front of them. The Brennan, Anderson, Dreek, Coolbreeze, all these guys were now in contact. So I think it caught some of these guys up here on the hill by surprise as Lou goes down, and the rest are pretty well suppressed.
Blue 4 is now pulling that northern group back. I guess finally realizing the flag was literally to their direct south on the other side of the island. I think they're going to try to go fortify the flag capture zone, but they're parallel with the Op 4 force coming in. Though the Op 4 force is going to slow down because of the Blue 4 garrison on Hill 35, but that force is getting shredded because there was no cover up here.
And now Nemesis opening up on the flank of this group on Hill 35.
Some beautiful enfilading fire coming up right here.
Yeah, these Red 4 is working surprisingly coordinated on this push. Seeing more and more asterisks pop up on this hill for Blue 4 as they start to pull back. Lou being left behind as Flo tries to drag Matozo back into cover to heal him up.
Op 4 X-Ray, though, is about to get on top of Blue 4 Echo 1 and X-Ray as well. They could do some significant damage to the rear and alleviate this right flank of Op 4 to continue pushing up. But all Blue 4 has really done here is divided their forces in half to get engulfed by the Op 4 push. And, I mean, Op 4 is just going to maintain the numbers advantage, and I'm going to honestly say they're going to, Op 4 is going to win this one.
I think so too. The initiative that they've had with Blue 4 kind of assuming that they're going to do a double back or some kind of feint, and Op 4 laying into their initial strategies.
Blue, no!
It's so simple, it just almost dumbfounds me that it's working as well as it is right now.
That's because Blue 4 literally divided their force in half, and I'm sorry. I'm sad.
No,
I'm sad.
I'm with you. The fact that they moved up to that northernmost peninsula, Hill 58, instead of moving into a more central location to where a QRF response would be more balanced, it confuses me. What do you, like, confuses you? It confuses me.
Flag is updated. If someone was paying attention to the map, they would know that Op 4 is slowed down along the coast. That's going to buy Blue 4 the time to fortify the flag capture zone.
Yeah, the fact that they're going for the flag capture point and not just directly countering this push is very smart in its own right. I mean, we're only about 17 minutes or so into this, so a lot of time to go, but the more that the Red 4 force is delayed and slowed down, just gives more of a pressure onto them to the longer that we go on, you know what I mean?
Edwin Broch getting Hillary Clinton by Pop-Tart. And Golf is, wow, tapped Paladin and Nordy. I'm wondering if Mountain is going to run up G-Legs, also looking up there as well, but Op 4 X-Ray alleviating that flank for Op 4 to continue pushing along that right vector.
So I got this question in my chat, so I'll just clarify it. If the flag carrier does get shot and killed, he just drops the flag. Someone else can pick it up in like 2 seconds and continue carrying it. That's not a big deal.
Imagine if they died, it would reset all the way back to the eastern position. That would fuck over Op 4.
Like Halo 1 should just flat set.
Alright, Golf now looking around, forcing Blue 4's flank to pull back here. Mountain, I believe, is dead because Mags and Vonk pushed up. Legs now trying to flank around to hit Vonk in the side of the head. Vonk turns over at the right time and absolutely destroys him. Oh, damn.
Cyrus is panicking. He's been spraying shit down all around him.
Ooh, Daniel.
I think he ran out of ammo, but yeah. Matozo and all these guys, they've pulled back into the little woodworking factory. I don't even know what you fucking call it, a mill?
You know, despite Op 4's advance, the skulls look pretty even on both sides. I'm seeing, I guess, like one additional skull on Blue 4 than Op 4, but it's also the medic guy. Few additional people have the medical symbol on them, so...
Now, I want to bring attention to this now.
Sorry, I'm butchering my English.
But like you said before, Buckets has been doing great, and now Buckets and Vagrant, they are pulling behind the flank of the main Red 4 force, only a couple hundred meters behind them, looking for the fucking gold medal right here. If they're able to set up on one of these hilltops while Red 4 is in one of these low grounds in these fields,
I believe in Buckets.
Really do some fucking damage.
Everything he's done tonight, I believe in Buckets.
Absolutely, I do too. He's been doing great. He's already on 3 kills. But like you said, the kills are even.
What, for this round?
For this round, he's on 3.
Wow. Yeah, he's the 7.62 machine gunner. I mean, that is the best weapon on the field right now, other than the PKPs and PKMs, but... Oh, dear. Then we got Kevin here on his own with a bunch of Op4 guys, but the Op4 guys are focusing on the farther area. If Kevin... Oh, come on, Kevin. I'm rooting for you. Oh, he's getting shot at by Op4.
I'm pretty sure Buckets has a 249. That looks like a 249 to me.
No, that's the FN Halo 240 Bravo copy. We talked about that. Oh, Kevin's down.
I know. Now I'm just not sure. I don't know.
But this Op4 flank is pushing hard. They're going to run into resistance on the cap zone, and that's where Vargrant and Buckets, again, two really good players, are going to make their move. Clutch your kick, Kevin. Well, I guess we're going to have to kick Kevin. Yeah. Why did I open my mouth?
I'm going to check in on how well they're garrisoning this area. The only thing they can build at this point would be trenches. But even then, on some of these higher points, they could get some shit going.
Kevin, no. All right, so you got Buckets opening up on the rear. Not sure if he got anything. Still on 3 kills only. And Op4 is firing back on their position from the Foxtrot group because Lusad and Flux dug a trench, but they are now being fired at by their own guys. AT was also fired at them, but it missed.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, Flux getting shot. Oh no, Major Cullen! Slim! Major Cullen's down. They're friends.
Eagle got down in the back line of Red 4, way off in the back. If he doesn't wake up on his own, I think he's just going to be left to bleed out, unfortunately.
There's a medic running toward his position. Martin, the server dev.
Hey.
Making sure, good guy Martin, making sure his buddies are A-okay.
Good.
What a Chad.
We have Buckets and Vagrant opening up on the C2 group. Matt Cole
knocking out Jimmy. There's also other, oh my gosh, there goes another guy. He was the Matt team gunner. I didn't realize Op4 had that. Now a shit ton of bullets going up, but they have got proned. Vargrant on 1 kill, Bucket still on 3. Beautiful. As long as they keep that harassment going and Blue 4 holds that position, this could be nasty. Cullen.
They drew the attention, and actually Arcturus just got dropped by, I'm pretty sure he just got dropped by a friendly.
Amazing.
Over to his west, I saw a tracer come from over there, and I want to say that's what dropped him. But yeah, now Buckets and Vagrant are popping smoke. Gonna try and patch any wounds they have. And
Twig King don't look right.
Maneuver.
Oh, he did. Now he's running back to the house.
Finn have spotted Cullen and sent
the high ground.
Great diner in the sky.
Twig King taking the high ground here. He saw 3 Blue 4 guys coming up. I think the Blue 4 guys saw him. He might try to spot Indigo Fox here. Indigo, though, is prone, and he's looking.
This has been a very pleasant surprise for Red 4, seeing how well they've responded under pressure and under suppression. They've been keeping up the tempo fairly well. They've stagnated, like you said, because...
Indigo Fox firing at Kane. King was trying to come up to back up Twig King. King stick together. King is serpentining.
Real King shit.
And Vargrant and Buckets on the move, trying to go on the rear of the flag. It's going to be updated in 5 seconds, though, so they will adjust. But I do commend Op4 on this rear security game. That's actually great. So, Buckets and Vargrant's strategy here might not bear enough fruit, but Op4 still steamrolling the competition here. Daniel trying to hide behind a bush. Cover does not equal concealment, as Daniel now fires up at Twig King. Illuminating his position, though. He's taking a lot of fire and gets headshotted.
Yeah, something just popped on his position. I don't know if that was a GL.
It was a GL, but someone just tapped him in the face. And then we have a Blue 4 Alpha group of TSB pulling back with Misu to get on an Overwatch hill. Do they have a marksman rifle? Nope, they are just...
No, that's Alpha 2. The marksman...
They do have 2 MGs, though. No, wait, that's just a FAMAS.
G-Legs. I want to say it was G-Legs, and he's fucking dead as dicks. So no more marksman for Blue 4. We still have some outlying rogue elements, but as far as numbers go, this is big. Why? I think you might have mentioned this, but why the fuck are there people on the other side of the river?
I don't know, Barb. Why are there?
I guess to shoot across the river, but That seems like
I give up.
a bit of a risk, considering the amount of blue four that are left standing.
Wow, do they have a marksman rifle?
No, there is one marksman rifle per team, and blue force has been killed.
Ah, I see.
And on top of that, Olaf, the medic for that team, has been killed as well.
Oof, that's a shame. Look at Cheese, though. He's coming down the bank, and I think he's going to try to flank the flag position. Meanwhile, Vagrant and Buckets they're still coming down along the southern flank, but Eagle is in a decent position for Overwatch, and Op4 still just steamrolling.
Cheese, I think the adrenaline is getting to him because he's really jittery. He's very shaky. He gets out of the water now.
Yeah, because water's cold.
That's there.
It's okay. Drake isn't watching the bank, though. I'm surprised Cheese hasn't spotted Drake yet. Said AT get fired back. Eagle is unconscious. Cheese, I think, just noticed.
I was about to say, yeah, I think you just noticed him. If you can get a clean headshot, one bullet.
I think you saw people on the top instead, so...
Maybe. He's only got the one times. Lots of fire now coming onto the capture zone itself from the MSR.
All right, I take back what I said about the ugly barf camo. You honestly cannot see Drake on that, and I think Drake just spotted him.
At a distance, it's really tough. Guy Fieri gets sent to the diner in the sky.
No! Drake, though, not seeing where Cheese went. Cheese still completely oblivious.
Oh, but Drake spotted him.
All right, now I'll give it to Cheese. He was actually able to turn and quickly get a few hits, but it wasn't enough. Vagrant is dead. Buckets is still alive.
Ooh, an accurate fire coming from across the river on the tree, but then Cyrus responds in kind along with Nutty Person and Cool Breeze, suppressing that position. And more.
Oh my gosh, Barb, look. Blue Force sent forces across the river. Novik's running up, trying to tap Volmar. Oh, well. Oof. That was Owl and Novik's delivering enfilading fire on Volk's position. Koak runs up, though, and starts glitching the hell out. Barb, you okay?
Sorry, I'm focused on these guys that crossed the river. I didn't realize they did that.
Oh, you didn't? Shit, when did they do that, Barb?
I don't know, dude. It's almost like you mentioned it, and I mentioned that you mentioned it, but then you still gave me shit for it. But it's fine, because we do it all the time.
Meanwhile, Buckets is trying to roll away as he's being picked off by Matt. And Matt's trying to crawl up to kill Anderson. Let's just get away from the fire coming from Matt there. Flag has been updated. Now it is crossing to the north, trying to get away from these Blue Force sight lines here. More machine gun fire going out across the river here. And Buckets gets picked off.
Ugh.
Anderson, I believe, knocked him out. And Nemesis spraying down Wooden. As Wooden goes prone to avoid Owl's shots. And there's a headshot by... I don't know who that was specifically, actually. But it looks like it was either Dusty's or Lusode. I got Flux and Kane walking up.
Twig King and Valhallen. No, Valhallen wins against Twig King.
Gotta get the double tap. But instead, Valhallen, I think, is going to go for the marksman rifle shots.
Oh, and Twig King actually played very well.
Ooh.
Lost somewhere along the way.
Golf gets fired up from two angles. Enfilading fire delivered, knocked out. Blue Fort, they're sending units up this way because the flag's up there. So they're pulling a lot of their defenses away to try to go aggressive on the flag. That is a good call, in my opinion. Otherwise, yeah, Op4 has a massive amount of forces still here. They've got a little bit of a laggard group in the back because of what Buckets and Vagrant were doing. So that's depleting their numbers a little bit. But I think Op4 still has the necessary numbers to take this AO.
Oh, absolutely. The biggest concentrations are across the river and on the northern...
Owl running up, flanking Dr. Killinger there. Also getting shots on Felix as he tries to set up an AT hit and actually manages to knock out Ash from that shot and I think kill somebody else. with that M72. It was a good shot.
This is actually making a run for it. He's only about 100 meters away from it. From the.
He's going for it. His position is going to be updated in 60 seconds.
Yeah, and I think the guys across the river have spotted the flag. At the very least, spotted him. Because he's under a debilitating fire.
Oh my gosh! It is up to Private Lee to stop him, but Montgomery, he knows.
And yep. Okay, so
GG.
That's big. That is big. Smokes are popping now. They have to get past that little guardhouse. They have to get to the.
Get him, T5 Bay.
So they can get to the barbed wire in front.
Vonk getting shot dead by Robertson, even though they're both on the same team. And oh my gosh, the force across the river is actually shooting at people.
Oh, they've been shooting at people. I don't know how long they've been there, but they're shooting at people.
Oh my gosh, there's a force across the river, Barb. And then blue for, I guess, yeah, because they were trying to go against that flag. Now the flag marker's update. It's right on top of that position. You see blue for adjusting here. They're now trying to face south to shoot the flag. But Chupless is just camping this building.
Yep, and Pointman and Flux are, they're suppressing that position as well.
Severe doing his best to hold. King going down.
Yeah, King went down to Severe and Mito. If they can get those two down, they have free reign.
Oh man, got CO flanking around.
The barbed wire in front of the bunker. If they can get to that, I think they win. Grenades and smokes popping.
Blue 4 now committing half of that force across the river to actually come back around and get on the bridge.
Yeah.
All right, they're smoking. They're gonna sprint after the smoke.
But the enfilade fire from the north is really pinning them down.
Yeah, but T5 Bay getting some pickoff kills.
Montgomery pushing down it. He gets taken down.
He's testing it. They need to throw more smoke to the right on the northern flank.
Holland has that entire sideline on wrap.
AT going out.
No real effect.
T5 Bay doing his best to cover Montgomery, waking back up. He's going to climb up. Severe is the only guy in the way.
Sayo is about to make the play of his fucking life if he doesn't get friendly fired.
Severe gets Hillary Clinton by Montgomery.
And Sayo got friendly fired by people on the bridge.
Chupless is running. He's going for it. He's going to do it.
Being popped. Yes, yes. He runs for it. And he gets it.
Flag captured.
I think he has to stay in there for maybe a little while because he's in the zone. Auto zone.
But Blue Force pushing up the bridge.
And he completely, he's ignoring the shots from the south from Milo and...
Oh my god, Owl going down.
Lolo.
Grab getting grenaded. 10 minutes!
10 minutes?
10 minutes! This op's gonna be over in 5!
Are you fucking kidding me? So now everyone has to fucking conglomerate on this bridgehead. Jimenez, Matt, and Arcteris, they're pushing up now. Lots of shots going off onto Miso and Lolo as they try and pull back and get shots on the bridge. Where is Blue 4? They're all dead. It's just the guys across the river.
They're across the river.
And then Stealth. Stealth is ironically one of the last Blue 4 remaining.
He's stealthy, that's why. Oh my gosh. He's alive because he's stealth and silent. Oh, the things you learn. Can you tell my brain's off at this point? Grab getting up!
When was your brain ever on?
And he quickly goes down. There's so much blood under the bridge, though.
No, I know, right?
Oh!
Great shot. Zope's the last one on the bridge now. He needs to toss some nades over.
Zope is going to show us what TSB play style is all about. As he actually gets a kill? What? And he gets shot twice in the head. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Finn in the box, but I'm pretty sure he got taken down by Chupless. Could still wake back up, to be fair. And Stealth, I think, got another kill. He's got Kershaw and Nelson just to his north, but I don't know if he's aware of... No, he is aware of that.
Soap has woken up. Why did I even open my mouth?
Oof.
Silent knows that Nielsen and Kernshaw are up here, but I think they also know that Silent's down there. Silent walking up, and he's about to meet Mr. PKM.
No.
Wow.
Some lucky headshots. Needs to double that Kernshaw. He's checking the area, but no, he got 2 clean kills on that. Well done for him.
Silent but deadly. I love it.
That's 4, and with Kernshaw, that's 5, but Kernshaw does wake back up.
Caster's curse has been on me all day. Kernshaw, you're right, has woken back up, and he's going to immediately medic. All right, Silent.
Silent and Lolo. Those are the last 2 blue 4 remaining.
Wait, there is also Misu. And Misu... No.
Misu's dead.
Is he now? Oh my gosh, look, Misu's across the bridge, Barb.
I'm going to choke you tonight. I'm going to choke you for real.
Good luck. You're literally like 6 states away. There's still 7 fucking minutes of this. 7 minutes of Misu's machine gun.
No chance for him.
Get him, Misu. Show him your inner Hatsune. That registered, right?
Shut up.
Based on that, I assume it registered.
Close enough to make me angry.
Lolo's dead. No, Lolo's under the bridge. He's trolling. He's swimming.
I think was going for a swim, but realized that would take too long, and is just peeking back
Finn is going under the bridge and quickly hides because he saw Lolo. But did Lolo see him? Yes, he did. Lolo is now shooting at people.
Finn drops below the waterline. I can't wait for Finn to fucking drown. As I say that, he goes back up for air.
Kernshaw, here's the gunshot by Silent. Kernshaw's gonna Hillary Clinton Silent. No, stealth Silent. Oh, it's a headshot.
Like that one video of like Miku falling downstairs or whatever.
Oh, and Kernshaw just executed Silent by shooting him 5 times in the dick. Not cool. Misu, you're right, has gone down as he's sprayed 3 different ways to Sunday.
Sparky is very upset that you misnamed Hatsune Miku, and he now has a Deathborn.
Sparky's not in my chat. Wait a second. Lolo is swimming, and Flying Finn is swimming. The final battle will be underwater.
They don't have it. They don't have the SDRs or whatever.
They can fight. Finn coming up for air. Lolo getting behind cover. Misu still getting suppressed. Oh, the battle of the century is now underwater. Finn now going underwater. Lolo catching his breath. A smoke grenade is thrown. Both of them have spotted each other.
And now they're going, oh shit. Oh fuck.
They're now swimming to the surface. TSB versus Scandi Recon. The final battle.
They're gonna have a chat now. They're gonna be like, hey,
and now they need to kill each other with hand-to-hand combat. 1v1.
They're just going, hey, what's up?
And Lolo is now swimming for the coast.
People than me. Finn, you have to pursue. Finn, pursue.
Finn is pursuing.
No, Lolo's come back. They're gonna have a...
Lolo dodges a headshot. And Finn is now swimming after him.
And now they're gonna duck into an alleyway and have a...
Vonk is coming. It's about to be a 2v1.
They're gonna talk it out.
Finn is now closer to the coast. Lolo has lost his advantage.
Liru, do you think that love can bloom on the battlefield?
No.
Do you think 2 soldiers can just kind of go
Nemesis coming around on the coast. He's about to checkmate Lolo. Mag's also up on the bridge. Lusode running down as well. Lolo now trying to dodge left. Nemesis now running to the other side. Nemesis, he's just a boy. Nemesis, no. Nemesis. Did Lolo just try to grenade himself? Lolo dodging the shots like the Matrix.
No, he actually threw a grenade, I think. What?
Flying Finn now on the coast. Luso's gotten on the top of... Grenade beam. No, Lolo, no!
Oh,
gets knocked out by a shot from Owl. Good night, my sweet prince. I give up.
I think that's gonna be it. I think that's all she wrote.
Oh my gosh, now Op 4's across the bridge. And now they're firing at each other.
When that
wait a second. Why are they shooting at each other?
Now they're friendly wiggling.
Who cares? Kearnshaw, open fire.
Hey, wait, Blue 4 got across the river.
When did they do that? I wasn't paying attention. The flag has been delivered. And Op 4 celebrates, but Lolo is drowning. So, ay.
Mission completed. Let's go home. You saw that too, right? You saw that too, right?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh, they went across the river.
I fucking hate you. I even mentioned that you said it before I said something about it, and you still give me shit about it. You goddamn, I love you.
Friday next week, and we'll look forward to seeing you all there. Thanks for playing.
GG guys.
GG, folks. Andy, did you swim across that?
GG's and Happy New Year.
I did.
Feedback.
I'm like, where the fuck did you come from?
Do I have the strength to go develop missions right now? I honestly don't, but we're gonna do it anyway. Because I've lost my sanity. TSP main. 3 and better inventories, Glob Mob DLC. Let's go adjust the commands. Let's kill the VOD.